Lay down.
Well.
Lay down. Lay down.
Well. I guess we just had to see if somebody stops by real quick. We made it home. Sorry about last night. I scheduled the live to go live, and then I fell asleep before the live started. And I'm an asshole. I know. Whatever. It is what it is. Okay. I know. So what's been new on the YouTube street, you guys? I wonder. And I wonder where she will stay. Hi, Mom. How are you?
Oh.
Scared the shit out of himself. Scared the shit out of himself.
Lay down now.
Fine, had to stay up and wait for you. Well, that's been a long wait, huh? It wasn't even until I was on my way home a little while ago that I remembered I even did it. Well, we had a fun trip anyway. It was fun. We had fun. My mom had fun. That was the biggest part. That was really good. We had fun. The ride there was a bitch. The weather was son of a bitch, and the weather was horrible. There was one spot we got to where we're at. Hey, Mom.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. I bet you were surprised to see me up.
See you up so early-ish, late. We're lately early.
It's 2:40. It's 2:47 here. So I've already had a cup of coffee. But I'm not like Opa. I only have like 2 or 3 cups of coffee in a day.
What's that, Mom?
I said I only drink 2 to 3 cups of coffee in a day. I'm not like Opa where I have it, mainlining.
Right.
We're supposed to get snow today. We'll see.
You're supposed to get snow today?
Yes, we
It
are.
don't snow in Texas.
It does.
Oh, I know.
Maybe not like you guys, but it does. So we'll see. But I was told it's going to drop now I haven't seen any weather reports because I only do YouTube now. So I always got my news on Phoenix and my weather report from Phoenix, from watching the local news, YouTube stuff. And I haven't subscribed to any of their local news YouTube. So I haven't seen anything. Only thing I knew about and I only knew about it was because I opened up the door about the fires the other day when it was super windy. And then my niece called me and said, tell you guys stay inside because it's real smoky outside because they were having all these wildfires around us. But we were just, it was just air for us. It wasn't, they were like, miles away from us where the fires were, but towns were evacuated, and businesses were shut down around Amarillo, not in Amarillo, but the surrounding Panhandle area.
Yeah.
So, and they had started on Monday, but we didn't get the smoke until Tuesday. And then yesterday there was no wind, and it didn't smell like smoke. So it was windy. It was whipping through the garage and all over the house and stuff like that, through the windows and doors. And I'm thinking, okay, if it's just windy, what's it going to be like when the tornadoes? Well, hello, who's this?
JD Live.
Oh, okay. I can't see because you're on my phone, so that's why my eyes don't work that little. How are you, JD?
Let me interrupt, boy.
No. You weren't interrupting. We're just talking about whatever.
Yeah.
Which most of the time isn't really anything important. We just like to talk. We're not trying to save the world or resolve any world problems. We're just talking.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's like 9 a.m. for me.
Okay, it is morning there for you. Okay.
No, I just wanted to. No, hello everyone, Lady-O. Everyone, is anyone in chat, or is it just us three?
Just you, me, and Olivio.
Okay, cool.
I'm
No
not a
one
very
said
popular guy right now.
Yeah, no, I just
I'm not a very popular guy right now.
no worries. I just thought I'd have a quick chat with you about this tapestry thing.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I sent you an email yesterday. I think it was.
Yeah, I've been out of town. Been out of town last 3 days, man.
I've just seen the thumbnail, bro, and I know you're not one for checking your emails too savvy, so I thought I'd come up and just have a quick chat with you about it.
Yep, I'm working on it.
No, all I was going to say is, if you're happy to knock the original idea on the head, right?
Okay.
And do me, if you can, like a swirly effect one.
Okay.
But if you could do it with like reds, yellows, blues, gold, like some really, really bright, vivid colours.
Okay.
Would that be easier for you? And it'd probably be more because I'm going to use it as a backdrop, so it'd probably pop more with the lights. Do you know what I mean? If I've got some nice,
right.
And then and I just thought that probably might be a bit of a better idea. Some nice blues, reds, yellows in it, gold or whatever.
I can do either one of them. It's just with my buddy's funeral and shit this last weekend and shit, and me trying to deal with all that shit and
that's cool.
wife, you know what I mean? It's just been it's been a horrendous week for me, man.
Yeah, no, I understand that, fella. No, I've got you.
But yeah, I'll do whichever one you want, man. I'll do whichever one you want. I'm just having a hard time keeping it lined up. You know what I mean? Because I can't.
Yeah.
I was having a hard time.
All right. Well, I didn't mean to put it on you, bro. I didn't mean to put it on you.
Oh no, you're not putting. No, you're good. You're good. I don't like taking this long to do shit either. But
yeah,
unforeseeable shit. You know what I mean? This last couple of weeks have been fucked up for me, man.
Yeah, it's a hard time for a lot of people, my friend. I mean, I was fortunate. I had my stepdad went into hospital. I don't know if you heard about that. He had a bit of a funny turn, and after 2 days, my mum phoned up the hospital, and took them 4 hours for the ambulance to come out to him. And then when they got to the ambulance, when he got to the hospital, there was 11 ambulances already in front of him. And it took 23 hours. It took 23 hours to get a bed in the hospital. He was in it. He was in the back of the ambulance, out in the cold. Yeah, the doctor said if he was out there for a couple more hours, he wouldn't be with us. Yeah, and he was in because he's got like PCOD, and so he was on a nebulizer in the hospital for a week, and he was on air, and after 7 days they let him out. So obviously he was in a bad way. But yeah, you know that happened to me 3 weeks ago. You know, yeah, it's been a bit rough for a lot of us, my friend. I mean, yeah. I've heard some other stories. It's, you know, people losing some lost ones and stuff this time of year.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Sadly,
yes, unfortunately.
you know.
It's JD. It's JD live in mom on video. Yeah, like this weekend. Well, not this weekend, but yesterday and the day before that, we were going to take my mom and my dad out of state to go do some gambling at the real casino, and my dad can't even get out of bed.
Right.
We didn't end up even going. So it's just been kind of fucked up, you know what I mean? Like I know what it's like when your dad, you know what I mean? So my dad's 74 years old, and like he had an accident when he was way younger. He got an accident when he was way younger. Got part of his leg cut off, like vertically, not horizontally. You know what I mean?
Oh wow. Okay.
So like I've never seen my dad play basketball. I never seen my dad fucking play baseball. I never got to do that shit with my dad as a kid because he couldn't run. I've never seen my dad jump in the air.
Okay.
Because his ankles all fused together and shit, and he's only got like half of his calf muscle and shit. But a few years ago, about 6 years ago, he went and got both of his hips replaced, and it's I don't know. He's not doing good, man. His legs are about as big as round. His thighs are about as big as round as my biceps, which is not very big.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Getting old sucks. I guarantee it, man. You know what I mean? Like fuck, dude.
Yes, it can. That we don't realize how important taking care of ourselves when we're young is. You know, we start somewhere. You know, generally when we're like in our 40s and 50s, we start thinking about taking care of our health, and you know. And we forget we have all those years we haven't maybe been taking care of ourselves. And, you know, and
I'm a walking, talking example billboard of what not to do with your life growing up. Like, I remember my parents telling me all the time, "You're going to regret that. You're going to regret that when you get older. You're going to regret that when you get older."
Yeah.
And my wife said, "Yeah, my grandma told me that too." You know, like, and I didn't listen. And now, 87 broken bones, not counting fingers and toes, a couple thousand staples, couple thousand stitches. You know what I mean? Like, I've been shot once, stabbed twice, hit by five different cars. You know what I mean? So, like, it's all coming back to me now. It's all catching up now.
it does. It does catch up.
I can't even put my own fucking shoes on and bend down and tie my own shoelaces. I'm only 45 years old, man. You know what I mean?
You need those Skechers that you can slide into. Although I have some of those, and I still have to. I can't just slide right into them very well. I do have a pair of those, and my feet do not slide in. I have to sit down and still push my feet in somehow to get them in.
Yeah, I tie my shoes. I tie my shoes specifically so they stay on tight enough in case I got to, you know, like get on the move. Like when that dog fucking attacked me back in December, you know what I mean? Like shit like that, you know what I mean? So I gotta make sure my shoes are stayed on, but I gotta tie them. I tie them one time. I sit down with them on not on my feet, and I fucking lace them up a certain way, and depending on how long the shoelaces are and shit. And I sit there for sometimes it'll take me a couple hours to get them adjusted just right to where I can just slip them on and shake my foot real good, and they'll stay on. But I just tie them off right there, and I don't ever have to tie them again. But I can't even I have to put my leg up on the sofa or on the chair to take my socks off and shit, or I have to lay down and move, reach behind me, laying on my stomach and to take my socks off. I can't just bend over and take my socks off, man. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's important. Yeah. Well, I'm still not smoking. I'm eating like crazy though.
Good
Touch
job,
wood.
Mom.
Just hit 48. I haven't broken a bone in my body yet.
Yeah. I've only had one bone broken. It was the bone
Really?
above my tooth.
I had my nose broke when I flipped a skateboard up when I was about 14 and smacked myself right on the bridge of my nose with it. You know when you stand on, you sort of step on the back of a skateboard to get it to flip up to catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've done that, but looked down at the same time. The top of the skateboard cracked me right on the nose.
Nice.
Give me big black eyes. Yeah, that's
the only bone you broke.
What's that?
That's the only bone you broke. What's up, Arctic?
Yeah, hi, Arctic.
Hi, Arctic. Is that the only
brother?
bone you've broken, JD? Is that bone right in your nose?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no legs, arms, fingers, or anything.
Dude,
No.
I broke my fucking sternum once, dude.
I've
only broken the bone. I only broke the bone in my mouth above my teeth.
To do with sternums. But
I got a story for you.
Okay.
I don't know if you could say I almost broke my clavicle, but maybe I did. I'm not sure. You know the black bungee cords. They're not really bungee cords. It's like
the rubber ones.
Strong. Yeah, the rubber ones.
Yeah.
I'm yanking on one of those things. One end is attached to the top of a circus tent.
Oh,
and I'm down on the ground. And I'm yanking on this thing. It ripped us, and it was super stretched out too. I mean, it was like full stretch, right? I'm yanking on this thing, leaning backwards with like all my might. That ripped the circus tent. And that thing, you know how it's got the metal S on either end of them things?
Right.
Yep.
The clip or whatever. Yeah, that thing came flinging back at me, tagged me right on my clavicle.
Oh.
Bounced off. Could you imagine that hook got hooked around my clavicle?
Oh yeah.
Bro.
And it tagged me right on my clavicle, like tink, bounced off. Had a little nick, a little bit of blood there, little nick where the thing hit me, and I still have a scar from where that happened.
Oh wow!
And I just kept on going about my day,
So did you used to work for the circus?
No, it was my cousin's horse farm, and he was putting up one of those circus tents.
Okay. I thought maybe you worked for the circus one summer or something.
No, hell no. YouTube's enough of a circus for me.
Right. It's the circus without the tent.
I immediately thought when that happened, though, because I looked out, I was like, holy shit, that thing almost ripped my clavicle out of my body.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I bet that hurt, though.
Yeah.
No, it actually didn't hurt. It didn't hurt at all. It went tink. I looked down, there was a little bit of blood, a little chunk of skin missing, and that was interesting. Another close call.
So I speared myself once with my mom and dad's car antenna.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
So I was like 10 or 11 years old, and my mom and dad had this old Ford Fairlane station wagon. Well, I guess it wasn't too old back then, but anyway, they had this Ford Fairlane red station wagon. And you know how, like, on the antennas, like, they put they had the little round balls on top of them so you couldn't gore yourself? Well, ours didn't have one. It was broke. I don't know what happened to it, but it was broke. So it was just the antenna sticking up. When I was fucking around with my dad, and he said something, and he's like, I bet you can't do this. And I jumped off the fucking car. And when I jumped off the car, like I didn't like jump far enough out, and I came down and I fucking right up alongside me, dude. Like it almost went like in and out. Oh my God, dude. Good thing I landed like I did, because it could have been really bad. Like I got a scar from it too, right below where I got shot at, dude. Like it went through my side about an inch and a half, dude. I'm just so glad that it didn't go. Oh my, I don't know. That fucking hurt. My dad and my mom had to pick me up and like slide me up so they could pull me off of the antenna because I was stuck.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. It was fucking great. You know what the doctor did? My mom was freaking out. The doctor put two of them circle band-aids on it. Two of them circle band-aids and said, go home. Like, no damage done. It went in and out. No big deal. Like it barely missed going up through my armpit. Somehow, I don't know how it didn't go up through my armpit, but it almost went up through my armpit because it was like straight up shot, dude. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. I just knew I was invincible, man, and now I realize I wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yep, we're not invincible.
Well, I don't know. I used to have my friends take my bow and arrow and shoot arrows at me, and I would fucking catch them. I used to get in trouble when, like, my parents caught me doing that shit. So we weren't supposed to do that.
No. Don't. Any children listening to this, please do not do these things.
Man.
Yeah, my friends got a kick out of it, though.
Did they ever get close?
Yeah, well, maybe 20, 30 feet away. I had these haystacks set up in the backyard for target practicing and shit. And, one day I went up there to retrieve my arrows, and one of my friends picked up my bow and arrow, and he shot a fucking arrow at me, and I fucking caught it. I was like, damn, I can fucking do this too, huh? So then, and they were like, holy shit. He didn't think I'd be able to catch it. He was trying to fucking kill me. So the joke was on him when I was, a new skill. So then he's like, can you do that every time? I was like, I don't know. Try shooting another one at me. Kept doing it. Next thing you know, everybody wanted to shoot me with arrows.
Holy shit, dude.
None of them ever succeeded.
You had some friends that were some shitty shots on them, dude.
It was only like a 35, 45 pound bow, though.
It's still good enough to go make a hole in you.
Well, I don't know, because even a 65, 75 pound bow, I can actually see the arrow, like in flight. And, I haven't tried it with a, 65 or 75 pound bow, but I bet you I could catch them. Just because I'm that quick,
I'm fucking coming to Wisconsin. I'm coming to Wisconsin. I'm bringing my fucking dad's 75-pound fucking recurve, bro. We're gonna try this shit out live on YouTube, bro.
I'm a fucking ninja, man.
But you gotta sign on. Aaron's not responsible for killing me. It's got to be on you. You know what I mean?
So if you think about it, arrows, they don't fly that fast,
No, they really don't. I guess logically.
Yeah. I don't know. They fly pretty fast for me.
Well, I can see them. I can literally see them as if they're going slow motion, like through the air.
You've got some really different kind of eyes. to be, you know, you got some superhero eyes or something like that. Superpower eyes.
Fucking Hardy's like out there fucking just catching arrows. He's like, come on, shoot me. Come on, you fuckers.
That reminds me of some of the Wild West stuff that used to go on when people, you know, caught things that people threw and stuff like that.
Fucking
Or
literally we know Arctic is actually Bruce Lee.
that's right.
I got the glow, man.
Fuck, bro. We could have been hanging out a long time ago if you would have told me that shit, bro.
Yeah, he would have wanted to hang out just to see it glow.
Fuck yeah, man. Like, I've never seen a glowing human being before. Well, I mean, not really, but no, I haven't. It'd be cool to see. What the hell?
Only in movies.
Plus, you let your friends shoot arrows at you, dude. Like, that's entertainment for fucking weeks for me, bro.
That was a long time ago, though. And we were shit under 10
What
years
do you say,
old.
JD? Fun? That'd be fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. I'm just still waking up.
He's just still waking up, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. I told Gitson no. I stayed up and waited for him to come home.
Yeah, I didn't even realise you'd gone away, fella. I didn't have a clue.
Did you win
Uh-huh.
any money, man? Did you win any money?
I did. So did my wife. Like,
What? That's
dude,
good.
I was rolling. So we get there and we always go down because they don't have very many of the slot machines left that you can put actual quarters or nickels and shit in, and they spit out actual quarters and nickels. You know what I mean? They don't have very many of those left around here. So we always start out our trip by going down there and playing, you know, $5-10 on those machines because it takes a couple hours to go through a bucket of nickels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we played some of those machines, and then we went up. We first went to the dispensary, and they wouldn't accept my wife's ID because it wouldn't scan. So she was pretty pissed off about that, bummed out. And I got a couple cartridges real quick, and so we went and we did that, and then we went into the main casino down to Cactus and Cactus Pete's, and I played this one machine. I didn't do very good on it. I was like, fuck it, I want to go play poker, and they didn't have any poker tables open yet. So I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know poker tables closed. You know, I thought you could just walk up to a poker table and play poker, but I guess they have certain operating hours. And anyway, they had a craps table open, so I went over and I was like, I don't really know how to play. I've never played I played online and shit, but I've never played in person. You know, he's like, you don't mind? He's like, no. He's like, go ahead, come on over here. And he's like, you know, he taught me. So anyway, I went on a fucking I don't know if this is like really good or not, but I rolled 22 fucking times in a row without hitting craps, dude.
Huh?
Wow.
I rolled and on that same set, I rolled snake eyes, boxcars, snake eyes in 5 rolls, dude. These two dudes were walking by, and the dealer was like, "This dude's on fire." I'm like, I'm not, you know, I'm winning a little bit of money here and there. I'm not even sure how much it was at that time, and they stopped and they were sitting there looking at me, and they was like sitting there watching. I rolled like another 7 or 8 more rolls, and I finally crapped out and like, damn, how many was that? And I was like, that was 22, I think. And the dealer was like, yeah, it was 22 rolls. And they're like, hey, you mind if I get in? I was like, I don't really care. So I got to roll. I got to roll again, and I hit like 13 rolls without crapping out. And these guys both threw down $100 a piece, and they walked out with about $1,200, and I think $1,200 the one walked out with, and the other one walked out with like I think $1,800. I only walked out with 180, but off of $20, you know what I mean? And I learned a lot about craps, so that was cool.
That's pretty
cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I had fun, and then they switched dealers. On us, and once that happened, like I rolled one time, dude. I hit craps coming out, and the other two guys said, "Nope, we're out of here." I'm like, Well, I'm
Yeah,
leaving
that's
too.
it.
I'm like, I'm leaving too then. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but just they don't like this dealer and I'm gone. So I went and took my $180. I gave my mom some money. I gave my wife some money and I went over and played this. I don't even remember what the fucking machine was called, but it had like 12 different. It had like
6 games.
no, it was like 12. I think it was like 8. It had you could choose from 8 different actual games on this one machine, and I played this one game. I didn't do too good, and I was like, fuck
It's called Power or something.
it. I don't even remember. It wasn't, but I don't remember. But there was this game that kind of caught my eye on the same machine, and I was like, I fucking hit it, and I bet $2 to spin, and I hit one time. I spun it one time, and I won 3 spins on my first spin, dude. And well, dude, I guarantee you, the people up in the security booth, man, they were like laughing at me. They were like, "Holy fuck, look at this, dude, dude." It spun, dude. I won like fucking 77 free spins. So what would happen is these coins would drop on or come onto the screen, and as long as you would get one, like as soon as the screen filled up, because some of them were blank and some of them had numbers in them. So as long as you were getting one, you could respin. But as soon as the screen filled up, the game was over. So like 6 times in a row, it got down to where 14 out of the 15 squares were all filled up, and some of them had money in them, some of them didn't. And this fucking POW comes out, POW, just pow, like it blew up. It took all the blank ones off the screen. It paid out every one of the actual coins that was on the screen. Dude, I cashed that motherfucker out at $717, dude.
Wow.
So I gave my mom a little bit more money. I gave my wife some money, and we were kind of still fucking around here and there around the casino. We watched, dude. I've never seen somebody so fucking high off of methamphetamine in my entire life, dude. Dude, this lady was off the fucking hook high, dude. I was just like, holy fuck. She was fanning herself. Her boyfriend, who was like 45 fucking years older than her, was fanning her. She was like, she couldn't hold still. She was basically stripping right there, dude. Like, it was fucking
Pounding on the button.
pounding, like smashing down the machines, dude, reaching down her pants, like grabbing her ass. Like, it was, oh my God, it was fucking horrible. It was horrible. But, so my wife went and started playing this one machine, and she wants some free spins or something, and she's like, okay, babe, I'm gonna go over here and check out this other machine. And she thought she had won like $40, but she cashed it out. She was up to 240 or $250.
Oh,
So
wow.
she cashed that out at $250, and yesterday before we were leaving, I got on this one machine. I don't even remember, but dude, I was so nervous because I had the screen all filled up. Like if I would have got one more square filled up, and this happened like fucking 65 spins in a row. Because I did the same thing. I just hit the bet button, the spin button when I first put the money in there, and I won free spins. Like this pot blew up, and all these like wontons fucking flew out all over the place and started filling up the screen, and it was crazy. And like it literally got down to like 14 spins in a row where I was playing for just one wonton in one spot. If it would have hit it one time, dude, it would have been 12 grand. What's up, Warrior Nun? It'd have been 12 grand. So
that would have been nice to win.
Yeah, so that got over. So that round got over, and that was like I won like $70 on that one, and I raised my bet on the next one. I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna spin it again. You know, we're getting ready to leave and whatever, and I hit $3 for the spin. Boom, it's fucking this time instead of one pot of wontons blowing up, two pots of wontons blew up, and instead of having just one area on the screen that you could one row of 15 fucking squares on the screen to win on. It gave me 2 of them, so I had 30 different squares on them. Oh my God, dude.
Wow.
Dude, it was fucking intense, dude. I'm not even gonna lie, it was intense because I had one square on the top set and one square on the bottom set. That if either one of them would have landed, if either one of them would have had a wonton would have fell in those ones, it would have been fucking 13 or 22 grand. It would have been $22,000. Dude, it was Good Morning Midnight Valkyrie. It was crazy. It was crazy, dude. It was crazy. I watched one dude put $4,000 in his fucking slot machine and lose it in 10 minutes. I'm like,
wow,
what the fuck? Then I see the same guy over on the poker table. And he's like, I'm like, how much is that? He's like, 10 grand. I'm like, excuse me? You say 10 grand? He's like, yeah, 10 grand. I'm like, I'm over here sweating bullets about losing 10 fucking dollars, and he lost it. I'm like,
Wow.
what?
Yeah, well,
He must be a millionaire.
Yeah, yeah. Some
Oh,
shit, dude.
millionaire
That's all he does.
fucking
That's all he does
throwing
is
10 grand like that.
that's all he does is just gamble, dude. That's it. That's it.
it gets to a certain level, I suppose, doesn't it?
He was there the first time I ever went there, dude, and he actually gave me a $50 chip the first time we was playing on a poker table together.
50
The more you
bucks
earn,
and
the
he's
more you
like
learn how to
throwing
spend.
away 10 grand.
Oh no, this was the first. This was like
This was months ago.
this is like 2 years ago when we did this one when we did this trip when I first seen him on there when I first seen him down there.
Like 6 months.
But you know, but it was fun. It was fun. My mom had a good time. It really sucks because my dad couldn't go, but we're gonna see if we can get him back up there though here in a little bit. What's up, Candy Rapper? Man, you guys are all up
Candy
late.
Rapper in the house.
They've been waiting for you.
But
That's early for candy, isn't it? Bloody hell.
well, it's 2:20 in the morning, so it's either
Mhm.
however you look at it, it's either way early or way late.
9:20 here.
Yep.
I,
3:20 here.
Well, I haven't seen 9 o'clock in the morning for a little while.
Yeah. But no, it was fun. It was fun, except for the ride there, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. So we're going down the freeway, dude. I'm pushing 40 miles an hour, dude. We couldn't see 20 feet in front of us. It was snowing so fucking hard, and
Oh,
oh yeah, dude. It was like I almost pulled out my
Ice.
camera. Yeah.
Pretty much ice.
Yeah. So this semi fucking passes us, dude, and he fucking runs over all like you know how when you're driving down the road in the snow, whatever the fuck, and the cars make a trail, so there's always that spot right in the fucking middle. The snow piles up, and then you know the tire tracks and whatever.
yeah, the ruts.
Yeah. So he fucking ran that over with the semi, dude. My fucking windshield wipers fucking froze to my windshield, dude, because they're sitting there wiping. Dude, we're doing 45, 50 on the side of the fucking freeway, dude.
Hit the windshield and
It froze. It froze the
Instantly.
windshield. It froze the fucking wind, dude.
You couldn't even see.
Couldn't see shit, dude. Like my windshield wipers quit fucking working, dude. They were frozen in fucking place, dude. It was fucking bad. It was fucking bad. I was like, we're not going home. I'm like, we're not turning around and going back.
It was pretty good though.
The next day, I fucking did 80 miles an hour all the way home.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was melted.
It was great. It was crazy. When we got to the motel and we got all of our stuff out of the car, like I probably, dude, there was free. You couldn't see my license plate on my bumper. Like there was fucking 3 inches of snow. There was like 3 inches of fucking ice on my car, dude. Like it took me fucking forever to knock it all off, dude. It was crazy. It was crazy. And then just the next day it was beautiful outside. Just fucking roads was fucking clear as a bell. Crazy shit, man. Crazy.
Next time you'll put lemon juice on your windshield, then you won't have that sticky problem.
I don't know if anything was gonna stop this one. Like dude, it covered, dude. It was like it was a tidal wave of slush and ice, dude, that instantly froze when it hit my car, like hard as rock, dude. It was fucking crazy, dude. Oh, I'm like, why are you yelling at me? Like, I'm trying to remember where the fucking road was at so I don't fucking drive off the side of the fucking road, you know what I mean? Why I got these semis fucking trying to crawl. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But we made it. I'm good. So after it was all said and done, after paying for everything and all that shit, we came home with like $280.
That's not bad.
No, and we ate, you know, fuck 5 meals and shit, and like, you know, it was fun. It was great. It was good.
Awesome.
So it was so good. We're thinking about going back in 2 weeks and hoping my dad could go. We went to the dispensary. That was fucking great. Like, I felt like a fucking kid in a candy shop, and yeah, I bought some fucking stuff, man. It was great. What are you going to Colorado for, Candy Rapper? You should see what I got, Candy Rapper. You should really see what I got. Oh, JD would cuddle you to sleep, Candy Rapper. Just snug right up into there.
Yeah. Stroke the back of your head.
So,
If anyone needs rest, that woman does, bless her.
yeah, Candy Rapper's awesome.
Yeah, she is. And she's got bucks in her yard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
How many women do you know that have bucks running around in their yard?
None.
A couple.
Yeah, define bucks.
That's right.
Deers with horns and
Right.
antlers and got balls and testicles.
I've
That's
never seen
right.
it. Yeah, I mean, I've only ever seen things like that in zoos because we don't have them animals over here. So,
Candy
you know,
Rapper
to be
says,
able to
okay,
see
hurry,
that,
JD.
to see that wild outside your window must be absolutely amazing.
You got a reindeer over there, don't you? JD?
Only on private. There's one sort of lord that has a large bit of land, and he's got a lot of animals on his property, like a. But no, we don't get really rangers as such.
Are they just
What
up in
kind of deers?
Scotland?
Say that again.
They just up in Scotland?
Yeah, we get. I suppose we get deer and stuff in Scotland.
But he's not
but
in Scotland.
don't get anything bigger than that.
But you're not in Scotland, though, right, JD?
Sorry, I need to turn you guys up. Say that again.
You're not in Scotland. You're in.
No,
You're
I'm
in
south.
the.
I'm south.
You're
Yeah,
in,
I'm south.
you're in the England.
Yeah, I'm in England. I mean, yeah, you got Scotland, which is up the top end, and then England and Wales. I'm in England, but I'm on the southeast. So it's quite flat where I am. There's no. You don't ever see anything than a large dog. Pretty much.
What'd you do? Run all the deer out of town years ago?
What's up, right side?
Right side says you can get it delivered in California.
Yeah.
No. He said California.
California.
What's up, right side?
So what do you hunt down there in England then? Down in the lower part.
I'm struggling to hear you.
What do you hunt?
Girls.
Just foxes, huh?
What do you hunt there in England?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, foxes, rabbits. Yeah, that's all we get around here. Yeah, down where I am.
Rabbits.
Yeah. Like I say, I mean, we moaned about crappy weather here, but I mean, I was talking yesterday about some of the weather systems and stuff that you guys put up with. Obviously you've got cold fronts coming down from the north and the tornado seasons and all this sort of stuff. And like we're sitting here moaning, oh bloody hell, it's cold. We don't get hardly any weather issues. We haven't got really it'll kill you. Yeah, it's pretty lame over here, really.
I ate the last of my buffalo burger yesterday.
What's that then? What's shatter? Is that like an oil stuff? Is that where you got to have a dab rig?
This is one of the things we got at the dispensary. Yeah.
Is that what you smoke out of a dab rig?
What is that? What's all that verbiage? You can't really see it.
Yeah. So
this is the THC. It's got 164.6000 milligrams of THC in it, which is pretty good. CBD, it's got no CBD in it. CBN, it doesn't got anything else, but it's just pure THC that's in it.
Wow.
This is called citrus jet fuel. This is a gram. This was like $15. This was like $15. And then I got this one.
Gram.
No, and then we got this one.
What do you do with that? It looks like a tea bag.
it's like you take a glass tube, like take a glass tube, a dabber tube. We call them dab rigs, and you just heat up the glass part of the dab rig, and you just put it on. You just put it in a container, and you just like melt it into the dab rig, and just inhale it that way.
So you can't
It's
roll
just
a
like it's
joint
not
out
like
of it.
Or
no,
can
you
put it
can't.
on- or you can put it on a bowl.
You can put you can add it. You can add it. You can add it to a joint if you want. It's not difficult, but it's just made for just basically just that. But high
So
midnight.
it's essentially it's hash,
Hey.
But more refined.
right?
In a way,
So
but
it's
it's
like
just more
refined
pure.
hash.
It's more pure.
More
It's just more
refined
pure.
hash.
It's just more pure THC.
Yeah.
This was called Government,
So it's like keef then, right?
and it's a 70. It's no, it's
Yeah.
a certain way. It's a certain way they process the they strip the oils out. They strip the oil out of it, so it's just pure. Basically, it's just basically oil, but it's like they just prepare it different.
More
I don't know
refined.
how to
If
really
you
explain it.
could imagine Keith, but being pressed so that he's even got more oil out of it. So
Sure.
it's like
What we
keef,
used to
but
do
more
is
refined.
we used to collect our keef with a keef catcher,
Yeah.
and then we'd have a nut and a bolt, a special nut on the end of the bolt. We'd just turn that
Be really
bolt
smooth.
down
Oh,
and compress it until it turned into like pure blonde hash.
yeah.
Yeah, see, like this.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Yeah, you can make that shit. All you gotta do is like grow your own plant, take
And
Yeah.
capture all the keef,
press it
and then
with heat.
compress it with literally like a 1/4 inch fucking bolt from the hardware store, and
Yeah,
you wind
yeah.
up with that.
Yeah, you can make actual hash too with just a fucking hair with just a hair straightener.
The hair
Then we got
straightener. What's a hair straightener?
yeah. You
I don't
can.
know what
I've
a
done
hair
it.
straightener is.
Like it's like a curling iron, but it's flat. It's just got two plates. You just stick your hair in it and just flattens your hair. Make your hair
Okay.
straight. It's like a reverse curling iron. It doesn't curl your hair; it just flattens it. Just makes it straight.
Yeah.
If you take it and like use that, you can do that. And then we got some Cheech Chong, the machine. This is actual flour. This is actually flour.
Send that to me.
Not me sat here
Um,
thinking that was
Yeah,
candy.
slip some of that in with that thing when you when you post that over.
What's that, midnight?
I said, not me sat here thinking that was candy. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss, midnight. That's exactly what it was.
Oh well, then you're thinking that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then we got these.
Adult
Then we got these.
adult candy. There you go. Look, some nice
Yeah.
boiled candy there.
Yeah, exactly. But no, you don't want to be sending anything
Then-
over. Like,
I know.
you don't want to be sending anything.
Oh, I
from here.
wouldn't do that. Oh, I wouldn't do that.
Opa sent my 5-year-old 3 packs of goldfish. You know, the little crackers. Yeah. What did customs do? Oh yeah, customs fucking destroyed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It was declared on the little piece of paper and everything, but customs basically took out the food items and destroyed them.
It's because our food items are not. We have ingredients, chemicals that you guys don't use, and
Yeah,
even in
we can import
Canada,
American
our
food.
food isn't. We can't even send food to Canada.
It's more
Yeah.
If
to it than
we
just
if we
that.
buy from like one of these
Food,
big American stores, we can
food
import food
attracts
from America, no problem.
food
But it's
attracts
because
insects,
we put them
and
in
in
the
order to curb the spread of invasive species from country to country,
Right.
you're usually not allowed to bring food in with your luggage. You know,
But you can, like, when I went on holiday to America, I literally brought back snacks.
well, it
I had it
depends
in
on
my
what
hand
it
luggage
is.
for the plane.
Yeah.
I had it in my hold luggage for when I got home. Like, you can bring shit home with you, as long as you declare it, which it was.
Yeah.
So now my little man's birthday presents are stuck in customs at Heathrow Airport because they're assholes.
Get down.
Ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're
that's
assholes.
really sad.
It'll
Like
be
the
fine.
goldfish were gonna do, like the goldfish were gonna do anything. Yeah.
Exactly. They were in sealed packages.
Unopened, like brand new.
Unopened, brand new. She literally went to Walmart. She bought a box, like the big box of goldfish. We don't have them here, obviously. The big box,
Oh.
and she literally opened the box and took 3 packets of them out and put them inside along with clothing and stuff. And customs have seized the package, and yeah, we might not get the clothing either.
Daft.
Wow.
Oh well. Just have to explain to a very upset 5-year-old why he can't have
yeah.
his presents.
Right. That's really sad.
It's fine. Like he'll get over it, I'm sure, eventually.
Yeah. Eventually he will, but still, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's principle.
Or
Yep.
maybe you won't. You never know.
You may
I mean,
scar him for
he
life.
probably won't. I mean, he probably won't. I mean, he's only just turned 5. He's autistic, so I mean, chances are he's holding on to that for a while.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
at that age where,
Calling Opa and asking where his parcel is, and it's like, yeah, well, we can't do
Yeah.
anything about that, little
British
man.
Customs might have just created the next Unabomber. All because of this goldfish.
Yeah, goldfish crackers on a rampage.
Hey, you never know. Man.
that's right.
Start
Absolutely.
little things, you
Much love, right
Yeah.
side foot. I hope you're doing good, brother.
3'2" Unabomber. Yep.
The goldfish bomber.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's 3/4 of mid. So he's 3/4 of midnight then. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, I got it. All right, cool.
I mean, the other 3 kids are taller than me, so I got to have one that's smaller.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. In other news, I don't know how many people I've actually spoken to lately, but I have a broken ankle. I know JD knows.
That sucks.
What's up,
Yeah,
Pinky,
you do that?
sweetheart?
Well, what happened was I broke it in June last year. They didn't treat it correctly, and it started being like all funny and stuff, and I couldn't walk on it without it like rolling. So I went to the hospital last week, and it turns out it's broken again. Yay!
Oh
So because they
no.
didn't care for it properly, it is in layman terms fucked, and I may end up with post-traumatic arthritis.
Might have to get
Yay!
pins
Oh,
installed.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I've got a really
Hi,
really
relevant. How are
awesome
you,
looking.
sweetheart?
It's great. Well, that's why when Dragon's been live, I've been staying quiet because if I move, you can hear the Velcro, and it's like, it's really annoying.
Oh,
So yeah,
That sucks. I hate broken bones.
yeah, same.
Fractured, broken,
Funnily enough.
sprained, bruised. I hate them. Like I hate them.
Yep.
Never
I mean,
had
the
one.
only saving grace is my my moon boot makes me a little bit taller.
So you're not so you're technically a 1.1 a 1.01 midnight then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my moon boot, the thickness,
right.
the sole on it is like 2 inches thick. So yeah.
What's up, 3 Dave? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Do they do that with all broken bones, like for legs and arms and ankles and shit, like that Velcro boot thing or whatever it is that they do?
Right.
Like what I'm asking, do they ever do the old school like plaster anymore?
Well, no, they don't. Well, not around here anyway. I mean, they haven't been around here for a long time. They use these strips that are like they just use these strips like it's like Band-Aids, really, and they fucking unroll it and they heat it up. Like the last one I had, they actually just heated it up with a fucking blow dryer and it shrunk and it hardened as it was on my arm.
Oh,
I haven't seen the actual plaster ones like that for fucking ever. Like I haven't
It
had a
worked
plaster.
good.
I haven't. And
Plaster works good. Yeah, you
got
could get all of the fucking things you need to make a plaster caster at the hardware store.
oh
Yep.
yeah, oh yeah.
It's cheaper too. Cheaper than going to the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
But
I
the whole thing
can't.
with like the whole
remember the
thing
last
with
time I
like
saw
broken bones is
plaster.
what's that? Sorry, bro.
What's that?
I was just saying. I can't remember the last time I saw someone in plaster.
Fuck, the
Yeah, I mean,
1980s,
the last time I
Like,
was in plaster was when I broke my
early
sternum. As a
90s.
matter of fact.
yeah.
Can't really have all your friends
That's the last
sign
time I
the
was in plaster.
fucking newer ones, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Or the kids?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, really? Yeah, but it ain't white, are they?
Oh
They're
yeah.
not white. They're usually like fucking purple
No,
or
they got all
something
you
crazy.
got all different kinds of colors, but they got all different kinds of dude. We just use paint markers now to sign casts and shit that we've been using.
Mm. It's not a cast though, because it's not plaster. It's like something
Right, but
other
it's
than a
still
cast.
it's still it's like plaster strips. I don't know how to really explain it. It's like I don't really know how to explain it. It's not plaster, but it's
Plastic strips.
well, it's not really plastic either though.
It's probably fiberglass or carbon fiber or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
It's probably fiber. It's probably yeah, probably something like that. Yeah. Yep, that's Arctic. That's Arctic.
Yep.
3.2. Sure is.
I mean, that's how you do fiberglass bodywork on cars is basically like setting a cast, like making a cast. You got the fiberglass sheets and then you got the resin.
Yeah.
When it dries, it's
That's
hard.
kind of
You
that's
can
kind
make
of
any
what
shape you want.
I don't think it's fiberglass. I don't know if it's fiberglass. I don't know what it is, but
It's
it's kind of
probably carbon fiber or something.
they definitely mold it to your body though to get it to fit. But it's like strips and like it's like an ace bandage. It's kind of like an ace bandage that hardens. You know what I mean?
With a hair dryer, hardens with a hair dryer.
Yeah, they just it's not an actual hair dryer, but that's the best way for me to explain it. It's a fucking it looks like a hair dryer, but it heats up a lot hotter than a fucking hair dryer does. And it just
How does it
starts to
not
shrink
burn
it.
your arm then?
I don't
You know what I mean?
know, dude. I don't know.
Well,
It doesn't
you're
I
supposed to
mean
know this shit, man.
it gets kind of warm. I mean it gets kind of warm, but I mean they put this fucking wrap and shit on your arm and shit, you know what I mean? Like before they put the shit over top of it. It's kind of
What are you
rolled on like
trying
an
to
ace
say?
bandage.
It's an exothermic reaction.
Man, I don't fucking know, Arctic.
That's a big word.
Fuck, man. I'm
Early
telling you,
this
they just pull it
morning.
out of the goddamn package.
No,
They
it's
just pull it out
not.
of the goddamn package. They pull it out of the goddamn package. They stick it on your arm. They roll it around your arm where shit's broken, and they fucking heat it up with almost call it a blowtorch this time. They heat it up with the goddamn hair dryer type deal, and it fucking hardens, and there you go. You're in a fucking cast that gets cut off 6 weeks later. Okay, that's what I know. Okay, I don't know what it's made out of. I don't know what the fucking scientific terminology it is that it's called, that process that it goes through, and all the thermal technology, whatever the fuck you call it, Arctic. I don't know, but damn, bro. Damn.
I still say the plaster's easier. Plaster's
Okay,
better.
well,
It's funner. You got to sit there
I always,
motionless. You can't move while the plaster's curing and shit. It takes a while for the plaster to cure. You know,
takes
gives
quite
you
a while.
time to reflect. You know, should I have built that fucking bike jump ramp or not? You know, you need that time to reflect.
Oh yeah.
Was that bike ramp really worth a broken leg?
Fuck. You know what? I can always honestly say the only bone that I broke on my own that I really can look back and say, damn, I wish I wouldn't have done that, was my sternum. Every other one I don't regret breaking because I had fun doing it. Yeah. But that's the only one. Is my sternum.
Which one?
I just the only one that I like can't say that I was having fun when I broke it. All the other broken bones I
Yeah.
had, like I've had
Yeah,
fun
which
doing it.
one?
My sternum.
Yeah,
My sternum.
oh, your sternum. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that had to have hurt.
Oh, it hurt like a motherfucker. And I wasn't having fun when I was doing it either. Just fucking walking home and tripped and fucking landed on the curb. Wham! Fucking snap.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
it fucking hurt, dude.
I bet.
Dude, I felt like I had a
Did you go
car
to
parked
the
on my chest,
doctor
dude.
for that? Like,
Oh yeah.
did they
Oh
put
yeah,
like your
dude.
chest
Dude, I
in
was
the
gonna have,
cast?
dude, that's the last time I was in a plaster cast, bro. That's the last time I was in a plaster cast, man.
Wow.
They put the fucking plaster up like over top of my shoulder, kind of like the fucking like an 80s style tank top. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
like just right above,
Jeez.
like right at the nipples, around my back, and across my shoulders, like just like a shirt, just passes it, dude. And I wore it for 6 fucking months, dude.
I bet.
Dude, I laid on my back on my bed with my arms like straight out to the sides, like I was on a cross for fucking 6 weeks, dude.
That would have sucked.
Yeah. They give
That
you a
sucked
kebab
ass, dude.
stick to stick in there and fucking itch.
I made up my own shit. I made up my own shit. Like, oh yeah, fly
It just
swatters work
starts
the best.
itching after a couple weeks, man.
Oh, dude, they itch like a motherfucker, dude. I hated it. I hated all of them. I hated all of them.
Hey, candy wrapper. 3 Dave. What's going on?
Hey, I hope that's not an insult, 3 Dave, because I'm not a particularly big fan of motorcycles, but I'm a big fan of Arctic. So,
What motorcycles? What's that mean?
Arctic is energetic as a motorcycle. LOL. I don't know. Is that fun? Is that like
I don't
are
know what that
motorcycles
means.
energetic? I don't know either.
Well,
Are they energetic?
It depends.
All right. Well, cheers for having us up.
I
I'm
don't know
gonna
what Arctic is.
bounce out as well. Get myself another
What?
coffee. And
All right, JD.
But yeah, I just thought you
Okay.
might come up and say hello. But yeah, cheers to see everyone in chat. So I'll catch up with you all soon.
All right,
All right,
see you
brother.
later,
Be good,
JD.
JD.
JD, it was good to see you early this morning.
Yeah. Right, guys, take it easy. Bye for now.
All right,
Will
you too, brother.
do.
Have a good day, man. So yeah, obviously no tie-dye Tuesday yesterday either. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
It was Wednesday yesterday.
Yes. Okay, 2 days ago, smartass. Fucking Arctic. Boy, you're on one today, bud.
You can't get out of the past me. Everybody's always trying to sneak shit
He's
past me.
as energetic as a motorcycle. A motorcycle can make it go in between cars and all sorts of stuff. So he's doing good.
Well, all I know is I don't like motorcycles. I'm not a big fan. I think they're loud and obnoxious.
Yeah. You know, and they can be very dangerous and stuff like that. And you know, they're always telling in Phoenix, they're always saying, look out for
Oh yeah, I had a barbed wire fence. I had a barbed wire fence right in the dirt bike once.
you know.
Yeah. And I pay attention to the things that are around me when I'm driving. But look, if you're on a motorcycle, maybe you should look out for me. You know what I mean? Like,
You're bigger.
I mean,
Bigger.
I'll do what I can to look out for you, but maybe you should. I mean, it's your life on the line if you hit me, not, you know what I mean? Like, maybe if you weren't going 85 miles an hour over the fucking speed limit, maybe I wouldn't have pulled out in front of you because you wouldn't have been up here so quick. You know what I mean? Like, fucking what? Like, I really don't get it. I think they're stupid. I hate motorcycles.
Well, what's
I
really
think that's cool.
what was
That's
really
fine.
bad in Arizona is you would have the people driving, and they stay in the lane, but they're passing people that are in that lane. So you've got two
Yeah.
vehicles. You've got the car and the motorcycle going down, and
That's actually
um,
illegal. They're not supposed to be doing that.
I know they're not supposed to, but they would do that, and it's like, and it scares you sometimes when all of a sudden, you didn't see them, and then they're there, because they came up so fast between there and
Well,
stuff.
that's when if something happens, that's on them. Then it wouldn't
Right,
be the car driver's fault. Like a
right,
motorcyclist, they can ride tandem, a 2-in-1 lane tandem.
right.
Like
The
that's two
car and the
motorcycles, not a,
motorcycle is really dangerous.
no, it's
We got
illegal.
this dad
It's against
lost
the
an eye
law.
on a quad runner. How do you
Huh?
do that, Three Dot?
My dad lost his eye on a quad runner. Huh? Yeah.
Would that be like hitting a stick or a rock and it just pops up and hits you in the eye? That's scary. And I just had a friend that I found out he's in the hospital from being hit. He was riding a bicycle, and they've been having a string of bicycle people getting ran over by cars. Even though the bicycles are in the bike lane, because people are, I don't know what. They had a big where they hit several cars. I mean, several bicycles. And the guy says, "Well, I hit the wall, and I bounced off the wall and lost control of the car. So it's not my fault that I hit the bicyclers." He was out in
What?
BLM.
Can I get it for you?
You hit a bicycler?
No, I didn't. A friend
Oh,
of mine is, but I was watching today
what's
on
up,
the news
Arkansas?
in Arizona. They're having
Oh, okay. Okay. I get it now.
Arkansas. Just got woke up. Well, not get to know, but Candy Wrapper and I we we've been to bed and we've woken up early.
People actually got out of bed for this shit.
I know. I stayed up all night waiting for. I was checking on Get to Know all night, trying to make sure he would got home safe. Because that's what a parent does.
Arkansas, you better get your
Arcane?
ass up here, girl. There's the link.
I've been getting in YouTube wars and shit a lot lately. There's a guy fucking threatened to come up to Wisconsin and he wants to get in a fight with me. He thinks he can knock my teeth out of my mouth. I told him he's more than welcome to try. Sure is. Dude on fucking YouTube.
Okay.
Oh,
Last person who said they were going to knock my teeth out of my mouth, I looked at him and said, "Want to bet?"
Stupid.
And he told him go ahead, and they discovered they were already gone.
Like, I win, motherfucker. I ain't got nothing to knock out. Now what are you going to punch? Now what are you going to hit? Now what are you going to do? I mean, for real.
Candy Wrapper likes motorcycles.
I broke the shit out of my leg and hit a barbed wire fence on a motorcycle. That's the one time I ever rode my motorcycle.
I want an electric bike, but I want to live in a safe area so I can ride it. Not a big town.
I want to try the other one. Yeah, I want an electric bike too, but then I would be like, what would be the point of riding a bike? Like, you're not even like, I see these people on bikes, I'm like, you guys aren't even moving your fucking legs. You're just sitting there.
You're just
What the
sitting
fuck?
there. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, that takes all the
Well,
fucking fun out of riding a fucking bicycle.
Why don't you just
It's
get
like
a
these electric.
moped?
It's like these fucking electric. Have you seen these electric skateboards?
Yeah.
You just stand on them and push and it fucking goes for them. Where's the skill in that shit? Look, I can balance on a moving board. Ooh. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm waiting for the
fuck?
snow. I don't see any yet.
I mean, what the fuck? For real.
Some of that stuff is to get you used to being dependent on a crutch.
Yeah.
And some of it's not, you know. Some of them old school mopeds are kind of cool. If you
Yeah.
start looking into like the history of motorcycles, like the invention of the motorcycle and shit,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the first motorcycles were basically just like fucking mopeds, you know.
Yeah.
They just took like a pedal bike.
I want one of
and
those
strapped
bicycles that got the really fucking big front wheel and the little teeny back wheel. I want one of those bicycles.
Well, all you gotta do is get yourself a big fucking wheel, and then get yourself a little wheel, and then you just build the frame in
Arctic,
between it.
Arctic.
It's not hard to build a bike. I mean, it's just tubular framing, you know.
Hey, Arctic. Hey, Arctic. Have you ever had anybody tell you kiss my ass? Come on, answer. Have you ever had anybody tell you to kiss my ass?
And
Well,
survive.
guess what? Yeah, have you? Have you ever had somebody tell you to kiss their ass?
No, not really.
Well, I just did. You can kiss my ass right now. Look, I don't want to build a fucking bike. I want somebody to give me one that I can buy, whatever. I'll pay for it, whatever. I don't want to build a fucking bike. I don't have time to do the shit I want to do right now. I don't want to build a bike, Arctic.
You'll
You build me a
respect
bike.
the bike better when you build it yourself.
Oh, that's a good point, though, Arctic. That's a good point.
You'll take care of it better when you build it yourself. It'll last longer.
That's a good point.
You'll just go out and trash it right away on the second day if somebody just gives you one.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. It's...
Oh, damn it! Now you fucking Arctic.
Maybe he'll send you a bicycle in pieces and you can build it. And then you can put it together. Maybe you'll take good care of it.
Yeah. I'm
Get
sure
to
you
know.
could call Schwinn, Schwinn corporate headquarters, and they'll be more than happy to send you a kit bike. With instructions.
Well, it wouldn't mean as much to me if I didn't build it myself.
Be like paint by numbers, Just bolt it all together. Think of it like a 3D puzzle.
Build by letters.
Yeah, build by letters. Right.
Day, bitch.
The instructions will come in English, Spanish, Italiano, and French.
I might as well have it in Chinese and Japanese too.
Nope,
That's just electronics, not bicycles.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Look,
that's
I
just
can barely
electronics.
I can barely read letters. I can definitely not read symbols and lines. Okay, like fucking not happening. Not fucking happening.
Can you imagine writing this?
No, I
Do
couldn't.
people send you very many letters?
Well, if they wrote them in Chinese, I wouldn't fucking read them.
Oh. There's only
Actually, I got a letter
214 characters in Chinese, though.
Yeah, well, how many lines do you have to get through to go through to get to them 200?
I am green.
It's not lines. They write vertically up and down.
Oh, they don't read left to right?
No, it's columns. How many columns?
Oh, really? Well, I just
Yeah,
learned
it's
something new
vertical
today.
up and down. Yeah, it's like top to bottom. Dude, did you ever watch fucking Karate Kid? Did you learn nothing? Come on, man.
Wipe on, wipe
Dude.
off. Wipe on, wipe off.
Wax on,
I
wax
learned.
off. I mean,
Oh,
kink.
see it, see it. Okay. Well, I knew it was a W word. Wax, wipe. It's
Yeah,
about the same.
So much better
that's a
now.
pretty good costume he wore. That
I
fucking shower was
feel
a pretty good costume.
so much more alive.
Hi, 3 Dot.
Hello, everybody.
So,
What's up, 3 Dot?
Hi. Arctis like, oh god, that guy again.
I saw you on Mel's channel. You got kicked off her fucking panel like, I don't know,
On whose
25,
panel?
30 times in like an hour.
Whose?
Mel's. Not this last time when you and I were on there, but like a fucking week or two ago.
Whose panel?
Mel's.
Oh, Mel's? Oh
Yeah.
man, that was like ancient, man. She's like, all she's doing is jizzing over my ass now. You get me? You know what I'm saying, right?
What fuck night was
Like
that?
every time I talk, she like
Like
comes like,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think jokes like that are all that funny. So,
Yeah, it's offensive. I know it is, but I'm just curious.
What
Is your
happened?
internet cutting out or what's going on? I'm trying to remember if that was somebody's birthday stream or what the fuck stream was that of Mel's?
Well, since I don't know Mel, I don't know. Wasn't mine. Just know. Did you turn yourself off again?
He's muted.
Yep, there he is.
Yep, I am. No, I did.
You've been talking.
I like. I'm sorry. Like, whatever. Yeah.
That was inappropriate.
That was like, you don't need. I don't want people talking like that. I don't like.
Circle and-
My mom's on panel. My wife's right here. I don't need to hear that on my channel, bro. I really don't.
We'll talk about your dates and dildos somewhere else.
I mean, I don't know who he was talking about, but I wouldn't want somebody talking like that around. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm saying. I mean,
Just go everywhere
like,
talking about that.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a certain, I don't know, dude. Like, that was crude. That was crude to say about anybody. I'm just saying.
Even if we don't know her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Later, Dave. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Hit that like button on your way out, bro. Thanks, man. I don't know what else to say, man. Like, what? Sorry. Like, my mom's up here on panel. You know what I mean? Like, my mom's my mom's up here on panel with me, dude.
Unacceptable.
It's not okay with me. It's not. Like, oops. You can call me whatever you want. It really don't matter to me at the end of the day, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want somebody I wouldn't want somebody talking like that in front of my real mom in front of me, because that would be a real issue. You know what I mean? Maybe it should.
Mom would.
Maybe my mom would have been like, "What the fuck did you say?" Like for real, you know what I mean? Like that's, I mean, for real.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I guess I just have a different way of, I don't know, respecting women or something. I don't know. I don't know.
No, not really. I mean, it's just called like, you know, you have basic manners and common courtesy. You know, there's some people in this world that just don't have those two character traits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Those people got to know their place. You know, that's
Oh, hi, Anne Marie. Did I say hi to Anne Marie already? Hi,
I
Anne Marie.
did. I don't think you did. If you did, maybe it was when you were muted.
And I like, and it was like, you know what I mean? I didn't know Anne Marie was in chat either. That's kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she doesn't need to hear that kind of shit, dude. You know what I mean?
It's not cool.
No,
Like,
she's.
I
To me,
mean,
she's still. I know she's an adult, but to me, she's still a young child. You know.
you just don't say that shit around women, dude. I'm just saying, man.
Around women and ladies, yeah, you don't.
Even Candy Rapper's like, oh my god. I mean, right?
Yeah.
I mean, right? Sorry, man. Like fucking for real, dude.
Yeah, let's have some respect. For real.
Three Dot Dave does kind of laugh like Pee Wee Herman, though, doesn't he? What you guys think?
What's that?
Hey, Three Dot Dave, he kind of does laugh like Pee Wee Herman, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But
Hi,
I
Anne-Marie.
I feel like I like 3 Dave and everything. Just that comment wasn't that totally necessary.
Yeah, I mean
What's
that was
where's Casey been? I haven't seen her around in like quite a while.
she's
Took a break.
she's taking a break. A long
She
break.
showed up. She showed up on Steffers yesterday a little bit, not live, just in the chat. And then
Yeah.
she made a post about, you know, the sun. I don't know if it was sunrise or sunset. It was just a post that she, you know, put out. She hasn't been doing much and stuff.
No, she just
And guess who sang on Messenger to happy birthday to me? Rich did. Rich
Aw.
Rich sang happy birthday to me on Messenger.
Oh yeah. That's cool. I love Rich. He hasn't.
That was
He's
That was nice of you.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
I've got Wi-Fi now, and I'm so happy. And
Oh yeah.
and then my phone still likes to, when I go in a car, I forget that it automatically goes into do not disturb mode, and then I wonder why I'm not getting any
Wait a
phone
minute.
calls and
Hold on a
messages.
second. Hold on a second.
Oh,
Your
okay.
phone, when you go into a car,
Yeah.
automatically switches to a do not disturb
Do not
mode.
disturb mode. Yeah.
How does your phone know that you're inside of a car?
I have no clue.
That should scare you.
It does scare me. That's how it's our world is getting to a point where it knows too much about it.
Let me ask you something. If I were to roll up in a 1963 split window Corvette and you got in the car, I'd open up the door for you, of course, because I'm a gentleman. Would your telephone still know that you were entering into an automobile, even though it was a 1963 split window Corvette? Or is it just these newer cars that it knows you're entering into?
I don't know. It
It might be just newer cars. I don't know.
It's not just newer cars.
That's a good. That's a good.
It's got to monitor. It's got to fucking, I don't know. It has to do with how fast the fucking, like, it's got to do something with how fast.
So okay, so it's using the GPS system to track how fast the telephone is moving. Is that what you're saying?
It might.
Well, yeah, because
I don't know.
I mean, that's how they do the miles per hour on the GPS maps and shit when you're driving down the road. That's how come it knows that you're going 65 miles. My car has no computer chip in it that could do that, and my phone tells me how fast I'm going when I'm using the map.
Right, but does it automatically switch to like a fucking standby mode or whatever? Like a do not disturb mode?
Mine don't. No.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Because like there's a lot of different containers that are large enough to fit a human being that are made out of metal, such as a car. Right. You know what I'm saying? And just because you enter into one of these metal containers, your fucking phone knows it? I mean, how does it know that the metal container's got 4 rubber wheels on it? You know? So it's got to be doing that somehow. And at what point does it switch? Does it switch after it detects that the telephone is moving at a velocity over, like, say, 30 miles an hour? And then it switches to do not disturb mode? Or does it switch to do not disturb mode the minute that the fucking door closes? You know what I mean? And you're sitting there.
I have no idea.
Or the minute you turn the vehicle on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right, I see what you're saying, but yeah, mine don't do that. I don't even know if it has that mode.
What I'm trying to get in your mind is these are actual scientific tests, Oladio,
right,
that you could do to actually figure out exactly how your phone knows that, right?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Because normally, if I'm driving, I automatically, because, like, say I'm going to go to the doctor, so I'm not going to want to be disturbed at the doctor's office, and I'm not going to, and I don't like being disturbed while I'm driving, so I will turn on, the do not disturb, but I don't do it but for some reason, I didn't even think about it. When I've been riding around with my sister and stuff like that, it goes into automatic mode, and then sometimes it gets stuck in that because I don't think about changing it.
I didn't even know phones had do not disturb mode.
I didn't either.
First thing I would do is just turn off the GPS system altogether on your telephone. You don't need people tracking you, and then see if that makes a difference. If it doesn't make a difference, then the phone is linking up to some sort of computer system in the car through the Wi-Fi.
I will try that, especially since I'm not driving and I don't need the GPS while I'm not driving. If I'm driving somewhere I don't know, then I need the GPS. But yeah, if I'm just sitting, I guess I can turn that off.
I use old school paper maps still.
I miss being able to look at old-fashioned paper maps. I loved looking at maps. That was one of my favorite things to do, was just look at maps. And when you do Google Maps, you can't do Google Maps the same way as.
Well, that's your first mistake is, Google
doing
Maps.
Google. Yeah.
Yeah. You can still go to MapQuest, and you can print out maps.
Okay.
And another thing is, like, you can take screenshots of aerial photographs of areas and stuff like that. That's basically a map. You know what I mean?
True.
So, and I believe AAA still has like trip tickets, which is like a map, travel maps.
Yeah.
stuff. What about those is they show you where the active construction sites are.
Right.
The road
And
construction.
sometimes even Google Map doesn't even have that stuff all the time.
Right. MapQuest will do like a trip ticket for you, just like AAA would, though.
Oh,
Like you can put in your like starting location, your ending location, and it'll give you a trip ticket, map directions, like in writing, and then on the actual map, and you can print all that shit out.
mm-hmm.
I still got my old school USA Road Atlas.
Yeah.
It's probably
Might have
well
that around, too.
outdated though nowadays, because that was like way back in like the early '90s.
Right. And they've done some different roads and stuff like that. But yeah.
Right. But you could still find
Yeah.
those road atlases at like truck stops and stuff.
I'll have to
Mhm.
look for some.
It's like a book. It's a huge book. It's got all the roads and all of the U.S.
Yeah, that I enjoyed looking at maps and stuff and growing up, and I think that's a lost art, really, that kids aren't getting to to use.
Well, they can. They just don't. They're too busy being told what to do, how to do it, how to think, where they are, where they're going. They've been raised to not think for themselves.
I know.
I mean, we're coming up to the generation that started receiving participation trophies. They're the ones that's going to start running our country here real soon. That's the generation we're in right now, man.
Yeah,
Participation
there's not.
trophies when it all went wrong. I'm not even shitting, like for real.
Yeah,
Like
if
me,
you
I couldn't
can't,
just show up to the
be
trophy. I
a
don't have to
winner.
do shit.
You can't be a winner. You have to just be a participant, and then it's everybody wins.
Well, not when I grew up. There was a definite fucking winner and a definite fucking loser. That's a key part of growing up. You have to know how to win, just like you need to know how to lose, man.
Right. You've got to know how. You've got to learn how to lose, and you need to learn how to win, because winning was like an incentive to try better. But losing is an art too, because you can throw a fit when you lose, or you can quit and never try again, or you keep trying. And that's kids now, they don't even want to try stuff half the time, because
they just want it handed to them.
Yes. Hey, I had to learn how to use the Roku, and all I want to do is do YouTube on it.
Right. And see, this comment right here is true, and it's true because the cell phone is pinging off of different towers all the time. So
Yeah.
you can use triangulation and basic mathematics to actually track the location of a specific telephone based on the towers that it's pinging off of.
That's true.
That's how they do it. They use Cellbrite, it's software, to figure all that shit out.
And they can pinpoint it within 2 centimeters from where you're at.
They can get pretty close, yeah.
Well, I think eventually our government is wanting to control us and track us, because they don't want us going, they don't want us going places where, they want us
It's
to
not
stay.
the government. Yeah, it's not the government that's doing that. It's the corporations.
The corporations.
Well,
The government, it's actually illegal for the government to track you without probable cause or reasonable suspicion that you have actually committed some sort of crime.
well,
Or
it
be a
might become a
violation of
crime for us to
Huh?
try to hide from it. It may become a crime for us to be hiding from our government.
No, it's not a crime at all. I mean, we've got constitutional rights, and you just have to know what your rights are, and
Not
then
true.
stand up for your rights. You know,
Right.
you got to know what your rights are, and you got to stand up for your rights when you need to. You know, and
Right.
people are standing up for their rights. And what I've noticed, I've been watching lots of like police videos and stuff lately here on YouTube. What I've noticed is people are standing up for their rights, and they're winning. All right.
Yep.
And there are
Yep.
cops that are getting fired, and they are getting charged and imprisoned and fired from their positions as police officers for their corrupt activity and for their violating people's constitutional rights.
Hi, Wendy.
What's up, Wendy? Oh, you beat me to it, Mom.
So there is still a speck of hope out there,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
So is it afternoon where Wendy lives in Australia? Is it afternoon or
Coming up on that time, I
nighttime?
think.
Or is it evening or? It's so hard
It's-
for me to keep. I need to make a map of time zones so I can visually see.
No. You can just go to weather.com,
Okay.
type in Australia.
And then it'll tell me
It'll tell you what time it is in
when
Australia.
it is in Australia and stuff.
And then
So I
it'll
know
also
that,
tell you
you know,
the weather and all sorts of different shit. Yeah.
because the nice part about it now, get to know, is I will always be just 1 hour difference from you, where when I was in Arizona, sometimes I was an hour and sometimes I was 2 hours because we never changed our clocks, which I enjoyed not changing, but then I had to think about the rest of the world. Here, I won't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry too much about Arizona.
So is it today in Arizona or is it tomorrow in Arizona today?
Right. Yeah.
No, I mean,
No.
do they acknowledge leap year? I know that they don't acknowledge daylight savings, but leap year is like a type
Yeah.
of daylight
They
savings.
they acknowledge all the days and stuff like that. But
Like February 29th?
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact I have a friend whose birthday's today, so I need to make sure that I say happy birthday to her because it's her only real birthday that she has once in a while. She'll celebrate on the 1st of March, but she, you know, like when the day she says, I'm sweet 16, now. So I'm like, okay. So I need to remember to contact her and wish her happy birthday on her real birthday. That only comes every 4 years.
I would suck.
They can also use your GPS or your vehicle to track you. Well, they can only use your vehicle if your vehicle's got a computer in it with a GPS in the computer.
I am my car's GPS.
Yeah, but technically they cannot. they shouldn't be anyways. It would be unlawful for them to be just tracking everyday average citizens. They need to have reasonable suspicion and I believe a search warrant to actually track you.
They're supposed to.
Or something
Don't mean
like
they
that.
always do. They're supposed to, but don't mean they
Well,
always do.
if they do and they don't have a warrant, then none of that shit's going to hold up in any kind of court proceedings.
You're absolutely right. But getting through all that shit and getting to the court proceedings is another thing. It's a whole another battle. You know what I mean? Like my wife and I went through that exact same thing, dude. Like we had cops fucking serve a bunk search warrant on my motherfucking house, and yeah, they fucked up.
I watched a video last night. Was it San Antonio? I think it was the San Antonio Police Department. I'm not sure which precinct, but there was a corrupt cop in there, and he was harboring a felon in his own home. And was it the FBI or I think it was the FBI? No, I think it was some other San Antonio precinct. It might have been internal investigations. They had a warrant for this chief of police's cell phone, so they like locked down the San Antonio Police Department and basically had kind of a standoff there between the two precincts. I was watching this, and in my mind, I'm thinking, geez, it's kind of like watching like a street gang fucking war going on, you know, like between cops. But the one cop, he wouldn't give up his cell phone because the warrant was to search his person for the cell phone. So he handed the cell phone to his one of the other cops in the precinct, like right in front of these other cops that were serving the warrant. It was just fucking ridiculously stupid. But they eventually got the guy's cell phones and everything and got all the data off his phone and all that shit and arrested the cop. They charged him with a bunch of crimes, including perjury. And I mean, he lost his job and he went to prison for like, years.
Good. You know what? Like
I think he was a sheriff. He was a sheriff of San Antonio.
Like my honest opinion about that shit is like, okay, you're a cop, so you're automatically supposed to be held to a higher standard. So
wrong. See, that's the first mistake people make. All right, cops are just fucking. They should be held to the exact same standards as everyday citizens. They shouldn't be held to any kind of higher standards or any kind of lower standards. They should be held to the exact same standards as everybody else. Right? They're just civilians. They're just citizens, right? Just because they're wearing a certain type of fucking clothing or whatever doesn't mean that they should be held to any kind of higher standard.
But they hold a gun.
True.
Right? The Constitution is there for a reason. It's to hold everybody. All men are created equal, right?
Yeah.
That's what it says. It doesn't say all men are created equal, except for cops should be held to a higher standard.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I know it sounds good to say that, but it's technically it's not right, because that's where this linguistic neural programming starts to set in. You know what I mean?
So let me ask. So then let me ask you this. So what should happen? What should happen to that cop when he's sitting there busting people for a crime that he's committing himself when he's off duty? You know what I mean? Like.
Well,
should he be?
If he commits
should he sentenced the same as somebody else who would do it?
If he commits a crime, he should be punished the same as everyone else.
Oh, that's true.
If he's caught, he needs to go before a judge. He needs the same process or whatever. You know.
Right, but like,
Yeah.
do you think there should be like any enhancements on his charges? I mean,
Because he was
no.
because he was a cop, he should have
because
known
he,
better.
because he was a police officer, and he was. I mean, that's obviously he's using his power as a cop to get away with committing crime. You know what I mean? So, like,
I would suppose it would depend on the circumstances and stuff surrounding whatever scenario you're talking about. You know, cops do have discretion, but with a lot of these police stations now implementing body cameras,
Mhm.
the police no longer have the discretion that they used to have, right? Even with everyday citizens, the cop has a discretion whether to write you a speeding ticket or just write you a warning, right?
Right.
But with body cams, now their fucking job is on the line, and the body cam is taking away that discretion where he may have in the past written you a warning because he's wearing a body cam. He's
He
got to
has to
write
be
you a fucking
around.
ticket, right? Otherwise, he could lose his fucking job, ruin his career. At the
Right.
end of the day, that's all they give a shit. They really don't give a flying fuck about the law or what's right and wrong. All they care about is their fucking paycheck, man. They're people, just like everybody else.
Did you see what Mission Possible said? A cop in their country just got busted for murdering two guys with a police revolver. He put them in a surfboard bag and dumped them in a water hole.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, they can turn on and off their cams.
Oh, did you check this shit out?
Like in the old days, they used to a lot of times if you got pulled over drunk driving, they would just pour out your fucking beers and give you a ride home,
Right,
right? With body cams, they can't do that anymore. And there's a lot of cops that are getting busted drunk driving these days because of
right.
body cams, right?
Uh-huh.
The cops would use that discretion amongst themselves, but also amongst the everyday citizens, right? These
Right.
body cams have removed all discretion, and I don't think that's a very good thing in a lot of cases, because it means there is no forgiveness. There's only punishment, right?
Right. Right.
That is very
Yeah.
yeah.
And in other cases, it's good. For example, I saw a video of a 19-year-old young man. He was, on his high school, he was like a star athlete and everything, right? He got pulled over because he had his brights on. He explained to the cop that the reason he had his brights on was because he had one headlight that was out. So he turned his brights on, right? Which
Uh-huh.
isn't the right thing to do. He was within city limits too, so you're not supposed to have your brights on within city limits. Well, the cop said that, but then the cop made him get out of the car and run all the field sobriety tests and everything as if he was drunk, and the kid passed all these tests. He blew 0.000 in the breathalyzer. The cops still wrote him a fucking drunk driving ticket, still arrested him, still hauled him away to fucking jail. The kid sued that fucking cop and got that cop fired. All because it was
Wow.
on a body cam. Now, if that wasn't on a body cam, do you think that would have resulted in the same way? Probably
Probably
not.
not.
See what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it is fucking crazy. It really is. yeah, the kid would probably fucking, the cop would have gotten away with his misconduct in that case if it wasn't for the body cam.
Yeah.
So it's good sometimes, and it's not so fucking good other times.
Right.
I guess for every upside, there's got to be a downside, right?
Well, it boils down to these fucking cops. Like, I was watching all sorts of videos on cops busting other cops, and their dialogue on the road, amongst the cops, right? You got an off-duty cop getting pulled over for drunk driving or whatever. All right. The other cop, these cops, the minute they get pulled over, they're ready to declare their career, and they expect to get a break just because they're a cop. You know what I mean? And
Just
then,
like government officials too.
Right.
They think they can get a break because they're a government official. So if they're caught drinking and driving, they,
right,
well,
but there's videos of these cops saying, "Hey, it's not like the good old days anymore." They're
Right.
basically saying we do not have fucking discretion anymore on any matters of the law because of these body cameras.
So that's kind of a good thing.
Well, maybe not though. I mean, because some of these cops would give average citizens a break just as much as they would give anybody a break. Like,
Right.
these cops, they really don't give a flying shit if who they're pulling over is a cop, right? Or if it's just some average, hardware worker, or warehouse worker. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody deserves a break from time to time.
Right.
But with the body cams, that's gone. Nobody gets a fucking break anymore now. Not even the cops, But their attitude about it when they're getting pulled over, it's like some of these cops get very brutal with people, right?
Right.
Like if you were to respond to a cop who's pulling you over the same way that those off-duty cops were responding to the cop who's pulling them over, the cop probably wouldn't respond to your response the same way that they're responding to the off-duty cop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they get freaked out. They're like, "Oh shit, this is a cop." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas they think that they're dealing with just an average citizen, they get more brutal and more violent, and they try to escalate the situations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen them just like rip people out of their fucking cars, right?
Dude, I've been,
Yeah.
I've been on that side of it, dude. Like legitimately, I've been pulled out of cars. I've been pulled out of cars by cops just because of my last name in my town, dude.
Well, I mean, you keep your doors locked now, right?
Oh yeah, they don't fucking like. It's been a long time since anything like that's happened, but like,
Yeah.
they don't like me too much because I hold them to what they're required to be held to. You know what I mean? I know my rights. I know my rights.
I saw a friend of mine that I went to high school with on YouTube get fucking brutally yanked out of his car at an Illinois checkpoint. I think it was a DUI checkpoint. It might have been one of those toll booths. I can't remember, but I remember just flipping through the YouTubes and I seen my buddy that I went to high school with. He's just getting fucking his ass kicked by this cop. Just like, what the fuck? And I'm going to tell you right now that if my buddy would have just simply had his car doors locked, that fucking cop wouldn't have been able to fucking yank him out of his car. That's the biggest
Yeah.
mistake people make, is not having their doors locked when they're driving and rolling their window all the way down when a fucking cop pulls them over.
I'm over than that. If I'm rolling my window down, it's maybe two motherfucking inches on you, bud. Like you're getting maybe 2 inches.
So that's all you need to roll it down. It's 2 inches, right? Just enough to pass your fucking driver's license through to him if he requests it, and for him to
And
pass your
that's only
driver's license back to you.
and like
Right.
a lot of people don't know that, like, if there's a reason why you're told, ask when a cop approaches you after they pull you over, you ask him why are you pulling me over. That's the first thing you ask them. Why are you pulling me over?
Well, you shouldn't have to ask that. They should tell you that right away without you asking.
Right. Well,
you know what I mean? They should approach the car and say, the reason that I pulled you over is such and such.
Right. But they don't around here. Right. So, like, the reason why it's supposed to be stated why you're getting pulled over, because for an infraction, you don't even have to give them your name for an infraction. An infraction is not a crime. It's something that can be just settled completely out of court without seeing a judge by paying a small little fee and going along your merry way. There's no need for a name because there's no need for it. There's no crime.
Well,
So
yeah, but if they're going to write a citation, they need to know who that they're going to write it to. Sure, they can run the tags and figure it out. I mean, there's no reason to like hide that from them if they're going to write a ticket. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying. So if it's an infraction, like you technically, you don't have to hand them any kind of identification. They don't even need to know who you are, because it's just that the ticket, an infraction is attached to the car, not the person that's driving the car. It's attached to the car.
Well, are you sure? I mean, what if your buddy is borrowing your car? And
my brother did that to me, dude, and I lost my fucking driver's license over it, dude, because he didn't tell me he got a ticket in my truck, dude, an infraction in my truck.
What?
Yeah, bro, legitimately, dude. My brother got pulled over for failure to use a turn signal, and he got a infraction from the cop. It's like a $75 infraction, something like that. He didn't pay it. It's attached to my truck, to my license plate. My driver's license legitimately got suspended because I didn't pay this ticket.
Wow.
What the fuck, man?
For real, I'm not bullshitting, dude.
Did you go to court about that? I would have went to court about that. I'd be like, fuck that. I mean, no way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Like dude. I got in some fucking trouble and shit, dude. Like I got pulled over and they're like, well, you're driving, your license is suspended. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean my driver's license is suspended? Like,
yeah, they must do things different than where you're at. Because they don't do things like that here in Wisconsin.
No. Check in on the City of Pocatello Police Department. Check out some history on them. You'll see what I'm talking about, dude. Like last year, 2 years ago, we came in like 7th for like one of the most corrupt police departments in the United States, dude.
Huh.
Yeah, bro. It's fucked up around here, dude. It really is fucked up around here.
Yeah, they don't do shit like that here in Wisconsin.
I have a feeling
The hand that forgot to use the blinker is attached to the person that receives the infraction. Right? It has really nothing to do with the vehicle at all. out of Wisconsin, anyways.
Oh, that's how it was explained to me. I'm sitting there looking. I'm looking at the judge. I'm like, how the fuck does this even make sense? How does this even make sense? I paid my fine, so I didn't go to jail, and I went on my merry fucking way.
What? So you would have went to jail for your buddy not using a blinker?
My brother, dude, I'm not,
Running.
dude, because they suspended my driver's license, and I got pulled over on a suspended driver's license, dude. Which
Yeah, but you
because
didn't know it was suspended, did you?
no, I had no fucking clue, dude. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Dude, it don't matter around here, Arctic. It don't matter around here, dude. It's fucked up, dude. It's fucked up.
They wouldn't like me if I came out that way.
Oh, they don't like me. They don't like me. They don't like me around here anymore. Like it's not like that with me anymore. Trust, like that. This was years ago, bud. Like a long time ago.
Oh, it's not like that anymore. They've changed it up.
No, well, no, not for me anyway. Like I tell these guys right to their face to go fuck themselves.
Oh yeah, that's what I am with the cops too.
Like for real. It's been that way for quite some time now. But yeah, that's how it used to be around here, man. I just don't have interaction with the police anymore, you know what I mean? So I really don't know what they're like right now.
I saw a video of this guy. He was outside of his apartment building with a bucket and one of those extension arm grabbers. You know, it's got a trigger on it that it flexes the little suction cups at the end. You know that thing.
Yep,
He was outside his apartment. Yeah, and he was picking up trash off the ground.
Dude, I seen the same fucking video, dude.
Saw this video? Yeah, the cop came up. They wound up at the end of the day, like, I don't know, like 7, 8 cops deep on this guy with their fucking guns drawn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he was outside with a fucking bucket picking up trash outside of his very own apartment building.
Complex. Yeah.
And
I've seen the same
I
video.
forget. I think a bunch of those cops lost their jobs over that.
I bet you some of them did. Mom, I don't know why it says you're not connected. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but it says you're not connected. So you might want to drop down and come back up.
But the way that guy that was picking up the trash was responding to these cops was fucking classic.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he was saying all the right things. He was refusing to give his name. You know, he told him that he lived there and that he was just picking up trash.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the cops, some of them are just on a fucking power trip, man. You know.
Yep.
But that was classic the way he was responding. He was fucking lecturing those cops like a fucking drill sergeant the whole time. It was great. It really was.
He was sitting there dictating exactly what was going to happen and how it was going to go down. And he's like, "Look, you guys are fucking up. I'm trying to save you guys from fucking up even more. But well, set your own traps and walk into them. I guess you know what I mean."
And what it proves is that if you stand your ground, you hold your ground, you know you're not doing anything wrong.
Yep.
You don't have to fucking identify yourselves with those cops, right? You don't. And if you just stand your ground, eventually what's going to happen is it's going to go up the chain of command with the cops. Sure, there might wind up 10 fucking cops surrounding you, you know, but eventually the head supervisor, you know, the sergeant or somebody of actual authority is going to show up on the scene and be like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like on that scene, I think it was the sergeant came out or something, and basically told all those fucking cops, leave him alone. You know, he verified that he does live there, and to leave him alone, and all the cops had to fucking leave. But then he did. He sued the fucking police department over that, and a bunch of those cops lost their fucking jobs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he got like fucking 2.5 million, I think.
See, that's the thing. People,
if I remember
they
right.
don't think that they can sue the cops, but you can. And you know, that's what people need to start doing, is they need to actually start filing complaints and actually suing the motherfuckers when they violate your civil rights. That's what needs to happen.
It's called a tort claim. Mm-hmm. It's called a tort claim. Is what it's called.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's called. Tort.
Mm-hmm. T-O-R-T.
All right. The problem in this country, from what I'm seeing, is the majority of the civilians just simply do not know their fucking rights.
Yep.
Right? They think that if a cop approaches you, you're walking down a fucking sidewalk minding your own business. A cop approaches you and says, "What's your name? What are you doing here?" They think that you gotta fucking answer their questions. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just like
And
it's just like if I'm sitting in my house with my wife and my kids and whatever, my door's closed, and a cop knocks on my door. There is not a law that says I have to get up and answer my fucking door.
correct. That's up to you whether or not you do, right?
Who is it on the outside? I don't give a fuck who it is on the outside of my door. I don't want to answer it. I'm not answering my fucking door. I don't have to. It's my door.
Right,
I don't
but
have to answer it.
the thing is if you do decide to get up and answer that door and you're faced with a cop outside of there, there's no law that says that you can't just simply tell the guy, "Hey, get off
Get
my
off my
porch," and then close your fucking door. You know how you respond to these cops, you know, dictates what fucking happens next, basically. You know.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was watching a bunch of those cop videos past couple days.
That's weird. We've been watching the same things, dude.
There's not been nothing else to really do, so I've just been starting to do that.
Yeah. So 2 years ago, my wife and I was taking care of my buddy's 2 daughters,
Mm-hmm.
along with my son and my daughter. Well, 2 cops and 2 CPS workers come over to my house, and they start asking me questions. They're like, I'm not going to dox these girls' names, but they're like, "Is kid number 1 here?" And I said, "That's none of your fucking business." They said, "Is kid number 2 here?" I said, "Again, that's none of your fucking business." And they're like, "Well, do you have kids?" And I said, "Again, that's none of your fucking business. Just because you say you're who you say you are doesn't mean that I have to tell you who I am and who I've got in my house. What are you doing here?" And the CPS agent was like, "Well, we have a court order. We have a court order for so and so to hand over such and such child to us." And I said, "Well, you're not talking to so and so. I'm Aaron McGonigal, and
right.
I don't know what to tell you about your court order because I'm not him, so I don't have to hand shit over." And I'm not saying whether I have these children and I'm not saying whether I don't have these children. I'm just saying if I did, I ain't got to hand you shit because that court order doesn't say Aaron McGonigal must hand these children over. It says so and so must do this.
Right.
And he's like, well, we got a warrant. And I said, go get the fucking warrant. Let me see this warrant.
Right.
Well, they didn't produce a warrant. And even if they would have, I guarantee you wouldn't have said, Aaron McGonigal, you must hand these fucking children over to us right now. I'm sure it had the kids' parents' name on that warrant. Like most people would have just been like, you know what, here we go, here they are. And they were here.
What were were they watching your house or did somebody tip them off?
Oh no, they kind of knew that they were here. I mean, CPS kind of knew that they were here. This school knew they were here because we had to get them enrolled in school and shit.
Right. So they were just, I mean, they were staying with you or whatever, you and your daughter. I'm assuming all three were friends and shit, you know.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they were just basically staying with you for an extended period of time or whatever.
No, 2.5 years, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And their parents knew about it and shit, I'm assuming. So
well, they really didn't know that the CPS was coming after him until after the CPS left here. But yeah, they came and their dad came and got him that same night, and CPS caught him the next morning, and they went into custody, and yeah, it was history from there.
oh, so they weren't supposed to be like with their dad.
No, they were. There was a court order removing them from the custody of their parents. Yes.
Oh, well, they weren't in the custody of their parents when they were with
my
you.
Point exactly. my point exactly.
Right.
You know,
I said, well, and if I was like straight up to them, I was like, well, and if they were here, I guess they're not in Travis's custody now, are they?
right.
So go get your fucking
Bet them cops
warrant.
were scratching their fucking heads with you, huh?
Oh yeah, oh dude, they know about that. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, dude. Like they literally refer to me like whenever you hear my name called in on the radio in a dispatch to do warrant checks and shit. They literally refer to me as Aaron Hostile McGonigal, dude.
No shit.
I'm not right over the fucking over my wife. My wife's the one that fucking heard it the first time. She's like, "You're not gonna fucking believe this." I'm like, what? And she's like, dude, they literally said Aaron Hostile McGonigal on the radio when they called your name in. I was like, are you serious? 100%.
Yeah, I got quite the reputation at Madison Police Department too, I imagine. I send them fuckers through goddamn basic training every time they try to fuck with me.
Oh, see, now, so a few years ago, I watched a video on YouTube, and it was called something like, I flipped off a cop and didn't go to jail, something like that. So, part of me says, could be fun. Let's see how this goes. So, like 4 or 5 days later, my buddy and I was in his truck, and we're going to my mom's house. We're going past the junior high school, going to my mom and dad's house, and lo and behold, here comes this police officer coming right towards us. And I don't just flip her off. I don't just flip them off. I didn't know if it was a male or female. I just knew it was a cop, and I'm flipping them off. I didn't just like flip them off inside the truck. I leaned my arm out the window, across in front of the fucking front of the truck. I made sure this cop see me flipping them off. Okay. Well, my buddy keeps on going. We're about 2 blocks from my mom's house. We get to my mom's house. About 30 seconds behind us, here comes this cop down the hill. No lights on, no nothing, just creeping right on down the hill. Pulls up behind my buddy in the middle of the road. and says to my buddy, it's like, hey, come here, I need to talk to you. He's like, about what? And he goes, I think you know about what. Just come here, I need to talk to you. My buddy's like, about what? And he goes, this female officer goes, I need you to ask your friend why he thought it would be a good idea to flip me off. And I was like, or you could just ask me why I thought it would be a good idea to flip you off. And she goes, well, I don't know. You seem like you might not be the kind of person I just want to come up and talk to. And I said, guess we'll see what I guess we'll see what you're going to learn about this one. You know what I mean? And she's like, there was a female officer. She's like, I want to know why you thought it would be a good idea to flip me off. And I said, because I wanted to say, fuck you. She goes, well, did you know that if a female or a child was to see you do that, I could cite you a ticket. I could give you a ticket for that. I looked at her and I said, but aren't you a female? So what kind of sense does that make? Like if a female or a child, so if I flip off a man, it's not against the law.
Wait, what
female,
law was she citing? I don't know of any law like that. So.
Neither do I. And I know this. And she's like, well, where do you think you can get off this? Where do you think it's your right to say? I said, sign language, officer. It's freedom of speech, woman. Like for real, like what do you fucking mean? Sign language is a universal language, just like English, just like fucking Spanish. It's all language. Freedom of speech. This is how some people speak. Well, I just chose to speak to you through my fucking fingers today. And she walked away, and I was like, is that all you wanted from me? And she goes, well, just next time, just know you're gonna get cited. And I said, I guess we can take this up with the fucking mayor then, can't we? Like for real, like I'm not even fucking around. I got her name and badge number, and I was like, I reported her. I don't know if anything ever happened to her, but I reported her. You know what I mean?
Huh.
But yeah. So if a child or a female, if a woman would have seen you doing that, it's well, you are a female. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like,
I like when
how fucking anti whatever you want to call it is that, dude? That's fucking stupid.
I like when you ask them their name and they say some stupid shit like office or whatever. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
So, did your mom or your dad, which one was the one with the bright idea to give you the first name officer? You know? Like, that's not their fucking name, right? That's their position, right? Their, like, title.
Yeah.
See, the thing is most of the cops out there are straight fucking brainwashed. You know, they're brainwashed. That's how I see it. And it's going to take the entire village to study up, learn their constitutional rights, and then go out on this fucking missions to reverse brainwash all these stupid fucking cops that are running amok, you know? And that's where, like, a lot of these First Amendment auditors come into play, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Just like this, like, okay. So a little while ago, I put out a short on my channel, and it literally, I'm just showing I'm showing one continuous video of two police officers. Okay, one's a city police officer and one's a state bull. All right, now, one of these cops in this video is doing their job correctly, and the other cop, however, is not doing their job correctly. Nobody got it right. So About 3 days after I put that one on there, I seen another situation with a cop that was doing the job not the right way. And I put it on there and I said, okay, now this cop is doing one thing, like, and I'm trying to make it apparent on what it is, but nobody got it. Did you know that 90% of all traffic stops can be handled before they even go into a courtroom? Because by the time that fucking police officer hits them fucking lights, they've already violated your rights to being pulled over. 90% of cops, when they finish a traffic stop, they turn their lights on, and they turn on, what color are their lights do they turn on the front? They turn on their fucking blue lights.
Dude, I don't know.
Their blue lights, their
Blue-
white lights, and their red
blue and-
lights.
Blue and
Right.
red, yeah.
Right. Well, what color lights are like on ambulances and fire trucks? Yellow and white, red and yellow, orange, whatever you want to call it. Those are emergency type vehicles, right? Fire trucks and ambulances and police cars, police officers. They're not even trained in CPR. Like, they're really not. They have no. What I'm getting at is red lights are to be used for emergency situations only. And for them to use them red lights to pull you over with, it's them telling you that you need to pull over because I have an emergency. There's an emergency that I have been tasked to give to you. Like, information that you need to get right now is an emergency. That's why I'm pulling you over. That's why I'm pulling you over. That's why the red lights are. They're for emergency vehicles, emergency situations.
So then the
100%.
proper first question out of the mouth of the driver getting pulled over should then be, what's the emergency officer?
Exactly. Fucking exactly. And you see their face when you do that, watch their face go, what? Oh shit. Yeah, I know some shit. And it's like no bullshit. I had a friend of mine who got pulled over, and his probation officer, they caught him with an eighth of weed on him, and his probation officer was threatening to throw him back in prison and shit, whatever, because of another drug violation, whatever. But he got me the tape. I told him, let me see, you know, give me the paperwork. Let me see what's going on. Like, because he said there was something fucked up about the traffic stop. And there really was. But I was like, okay, right here. Look, right here. And I told him, I was like, see how he's got the red lights on you, dude? And he's like, yeah. And I said, go talk to your lawyer first thing tomorrow before you go in the courtroom and say, look at this fucking tape. He's violating, he's made his first mistake right here. So that makes everything that happened after that null and void. And sure as shit, he did. His lawyer walked right into the fucking judge's chambers and said, look at this, Your Honor. This is bullshit. Just said, boom, dismissed right there. Walked out of the fucking walked right out of the courtroom, dude.
Yeah.
100%. No bullshit. All because that son of a bitch had his red lights on and they're not supposed to. It's not an emergency unless it's an emergency. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go to bed. Almost said I'm gonna go to
All
bed.
right, man. Have a good night.
All right, you too, Arctic.
Congrats.
Good night, Mom.
Congrats on the winnings at the casino, man.
Thanks. It was fun.
All right. We'll see you later.
All right, brother.
Have a good night.
Have a good man.
Good night, and Arctic, and Amberine's eating her breakfast. So
Breakfast of champions. Gotta get those Wheaties.
that's right. Actually, breakfast is at any time you break your fast. So
Oh, okay.
yep,
That's what
it's not it's the first meal of the day, no matter what time of day it is. That's break
All right.
fast. Yep.
Oh. Sweet.
Love you,
All right.
Amberine.
Good night,
Someday
Amberine.
I hope I get to meet her. She's such a pretty girl.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to me. Off YouTube.
Okay.
Come on.
Let her get up.
Okay, love you too. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Good night, everybody. This is GTK. I'm out here. I'm gonna smoke some smoke and I'm gonna go to bed. Yep. Oh, absolutely, Ambrine. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Ambrine. Go ahead. Go ahead. Did you want to come up and say something? Did you want to come up and say something? Because I'll let you up, Ambrine. What do you mean? She said you had a fight with Arctic. Well, I'm sorry about that. That sucks.
Why?
Okay, well, that sucks. Did you want to talk about it? Because if you want to, we can talk about it. One piece of that pie.
I know, I was just thinking of going to get some too. What is that? Is that shit? The fucking pillow? These two, huh? Are you kidding me?
Okay, well, we can talk about it right now. I mean, if you need to talk about it, if it's bothering that bad, you know what I mean? We can talk about it if you want. Well, we got time to listen to somebody who needs an ear to listen to. What's up, my bipolar brother? You should see what I got from the YouTube. Okay, Amber. You should see what I got from the dispensary. Oh, right on. No fucking way.
Hey, brother.
What's up, my brother? How the hell are you, man?
Buddy, how you doing, man? But I come in for some ribskis
Doing
with
good.
you.
I'm doing good.
That's good, man. My bipolar
Oh, yeah.
brother.
We just got back from the dispensary, man.
You did? Nice.
Yeah. We got some rainbow runs and some fucking other shit.
Nice. Let me change that up right quick. Edit avatar. Let's go to this one. Oh, wrong one. That
Got some fucking Maui
There we
Wowie
go.
for my dad pin. Got some bomb ass shit.
Nice, bro.
It's some ice cream cake. Dabber.
Oh, you got some ice cream cake batter?
It's in a vape pen. I'll show you. Right there. Check this fucker out.
Oh, yeah, I like those, bro, where it hides it. Sick.
Yeah. Here's his ice cream cake right here, man.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Salute, brother.
In. What's it like there where you're at, bro? What's the weather like? Freaking cold
You know,
here, man.
Yesterday was not half bad, but the day before that, we were on a. I took my mom and my wife out of state for the day. Went and did some gambling and shit. And fuck, dude, the weather was horrible, man. It was fucking snowing. It was raining. It was all mixed together, dude. And then the next day, we drove like 190 miles away from home, and we drove like 45 miles an hour the whole time there. But coming home yesterday, I did 80, 85 all the way home. Just total flip flops in weather around here, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much love, lady. And Breen, much love, everybody. Keep your heads up one day at a time, yo. That's all we can do, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for
Jeez.
sure.
1 second at a time these days, bro.
Fuck. I was just gonna say, fuck yeah, dude. 1 second at a time is. Sometimes it's even less than that. You know what I mean?
Right? That's why it's nice to have social media, yo. Be able to connect with peeps and shit.
Yeah. I don't know how many times,
Bro.
I couldn't even begin to explain how many times just seeing you on late and shit, just coming in, popping in your channel, and shit's helped me out so much, bro. I appreciate it.
Oh, I'm in YouTube jail for a week, bro. Yep. For playing music videos.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Ooh, that is really good. That ice cream
Got
thing, that's
me,
really
bro.
good.
Ooh, they got me, dog.
Ooh, wait.
Right, I feel you on that, Amber.
Damn.
Mhm.
The person I don't make friends circle. I don't make friends. I get hurt. I fucking feel you right there too, Amberine. Well, just so you know, Amberine,
You're always welcome.
you're always welcome over here, sweetheart. You know that. T2K will never stab you in the back. Never do wrong. I don't care.
Yeah, growing up in foster care and group homes and shit, it's kind of like that. You don't trust people too much, yo.
Yeah. So how long?
Holy
So
shit,
how long
bro.
were you in foster care, bro?
Oh, fuck. I think I got put in when I was like 2. Stayed in there until I was like, I don't know, maybe 10. And then they put me in a group home. Like a permanent group home until I was like 17. But in that group home, they had little things like therapeutic families and shit like that. But it wasn't like a foster home and whatnot. We called therapeutic families. So, if you did good enough in the group home for a little bit, then some family would be able to take you out to their house for a few hours or take you out to eat and whatnot, or take you like putt. And then after a few weekends of them taking you out for a few hours, they can decide if they want to fucking keep you or not. And then you better go with them from the group home type shit. But that shit never worked out for me, bro. So,
yeah. Why do you think that is? What was it? You know what I mean?
Because I was acting up. I was always acting up, man.
That's over what?
I mean, I see it now. I was throwing temper tantrums and shit all the time. So just
because, or what, like,
I mean, looking back now, I guess I was acting up because I'd see like all my peers and everything at school going back to be with someone, like mom or dad, someone who was, that loved them and family member, but I was being fucking thrown in with people who were abusing us and shit like that. So I guess I would act out because I was just angry. I hated everything, bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That makes my heart heavy, bro. That makes my heart heavy, bro. It really makes my heart heavy, bro.
So
Well,
yeah, bro.
I apologize you had to go through that and have to experience that, man. But you're here now, right?
I still ain't. Well, I mean, I'm still having my issues even in my adulthood at 42 years old because, like,
Oh, you're 4. I was just gonna ask how
relationship.
old you are. I was gonna ask how
Yeah,
old you
I
are.
just turned 42 on the 3rd this month. But it's like, okay, so it took me like until my 40s to realize that I'm repeating the same pattern in my personal life as I did in my youth. Like, I got taken away from my mom when I was 2, then I got thrown into the system and group home, foster home, being passed around. Like, my personal relationships going up there, my formative years were, shaky, rocky, just going around. And I noticed that as an adult, it's the same fucking thing, dude, when it comes to my personal relationships. I've been always a runner. I won't let no one get too close. Someone gets close, I fuck it up, or it's not, I don't see it as good enough, or some shit, bro. It's like so yeah, it affects you even as an adult, bro. All that shit.
Yeah.
Not having a mom, like, yeah.
My wife can relate to you there on that one, bro.
I'm hoping I get approved
She
for my
didn't find out.
SSDI, man.
Yeah. It takes a minute, bro. It takes a long minute, bro.
I've been fighting for 10 years almost.
Holy fuck.
I'm at the federal appeals level right now, dude. So I quit on it on the last time when they denied me. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm not doing it again. I just told them I was through. I wasn't doing it no more. I'm done. In my mind's eye, they were like, this guy can go out and work and fuck him. He doesn't have any mental health issues whatsoever. No, it clearly says it right here on paper that, I have several mental health diagnoses, so many mental health diagnoses that I legally should be in a mental hospital, not being forced to go out here and work. You know what I mean? That's how many goddamn diagnoses I fucking have. Go look at my shit, bro. You've seen it on my for my intro thing where it shows I have my diagnosis. I have multiple diagnoses. On top of that, I had the traumatic brain injury from when they almost killed me. So I'm battling two fronts: the TBI plus my fucking mental health. That by all rights, I should be in the fucking hospital, but they're trying to force a motherfucker to go out here and work, which is going to affect my mental health even more. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to, you can't expect me to work on my mental health and become better up here and force me to go out in the workplace, which is going to make me regress in my mental health even more to the point of where I'm either going to stress myself out too much and I'm going to take it out at home in my personal life against the people who I'm close to in my life, or it's going to explode at work and it's going to be workplace violence and I'm going to end up on the news for beating the fuck out of somebody at work and killing them. What do they want?
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's what I feel they're pushing me to. I feel like they're pushing me there.
I was in that exact same position.
That's what I feel like they're pushing me to.
I was in that exact same position, bro. Yeah. And see, like I finally ended up I finally ended up talking to the judge myself, because that's one thing that they don't let you do, you know what I mean, is talk to the judge and shit. Like, it's really fucked up how this process for SSDI is. But like, I finally got to talk to the judge, and he's like, well, what do you think your biggest problem with why you can't work is? And I said, people, man. It's people, dude. My problem is people, dude. He's like, well, what do you mean? And I was like, I can't stand them. Like, I just can't stand to be around people. Like, I can't have somebody standing over me telling me what I can and can't fucking do. Do it like this and breathing down my fucking neck and like, you know what I mean? Just I can't stand stupidity. I really can't. And
especially like coming from, it's even harder for me coming from the lifestyle that I, grew up in, with being in group homes and foster care and shit like that, just being bossed around, pushed around and beaten and shit like that. It's kind of hard to like take that when you get into the workplace, when you're doing a good job and you're putting your best foot forward, you're coming in on time, you're not fucking taking days off, even though you shouldn't be coming in to work that day, but you still come in because you're trying to get hired on, because 9 times out of 10, most of the places that will give you a shot are temp agencies, because you have a felony record and you have all these things going on that are holding you from getting the actual job. So you have to go into the workplace that gives you the opportunity and show them everything that you fucking got and then some, picking up shifts and all that, so you can get hired on. You know what I mean? But that shit takes its toll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're picking up for other people's shit who are slacking off because they're like, well, hey, we know this guy, there's something wrong with him. You know what I mean? They've talked about it because they do that in the fucking workplaces. Employers goddamn fucking talk shit about other employees who are on medication and shit like that, because you have to let a lot of these employers know that you're on heavy medication like Seroquel and Klonopin and shit like that. You have to let them know, because you will become a workforce liability and insurance liability, man, if you don't. You know what I mean? So you have to let these people know. And once the word gets out that you're on medication, the motherfuckers are talking about you. Oh, he's crazy. He's this, he's that. You know what I mean?
Community
He ain't got no choice but to do
absolutely.
this job. He's a felon, y'all. He ain't got no choice but to have this. So let's fucking just throw everything on this motherfucker. And that's what they do, bro. You can only take so much of that shit, bro.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I really do. Like,
you can only take so much of motherfuckers running their mouth at a job spot, knowing that they know that this is your only job.
And before you can only take so much from shit from people before you just put them into a piece of machinery.
Yeah.
That's what I told the judge. That's what I told the judge. I was like, look, it's not a fact that I can't go to work. It's the fact that I shouldn't be there. Like, I have these blackout moments. I haven't had one on YouTube yet, but you know what I mean? But I have these blackout moments where legitimately I miss a whole stretch of time, dude. And I don't know what the fuck happens in these things. Like, only reason why I know what happens is because my wife tells me what happens, you know what I mean? And like, I would hate to come to when one of these episodes was over and I look over and there's Bobby all wrapped up in a piece of fucking, you know what I mean? All tangled up and mangled up in a piece of machinery, because you know what I mean? Like, legitimately, like,
right?
Like, for real, you know what I mean? Like, it's a legitimate fear of mine.
Yeah,
because I know this shit happens.
That is a legitimate fear of mine. That's why I quit working, yo, because I don't want to set myself up to motherfucking end up beating the shit out of somebody and work and hitting them over the head with a fucking piece of machinery.
That's exactly what I told the judge. That's exactly what I told the judge. He was like, look, Your Honor, like, the last thing I want to do is go to work and put somebody into a piece of machinery that was just trying to go to work and make a paycheck to take care of his family.
Right.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
I mean,
you got a point there.
they have me on fucking 500 milligrams of Seroquel every single day, dude.
Yeah, it's just no joke, bro. Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's zombied out, man.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, zombified, dude.
Yeah, nope.
Yep.
It's my body. I know what works for me, bro. Weed works for me, not those fucking pills.
Yep. I'm only on 3. I only take 3 medications now, brother.
That's good, bro.
Fuck yeah. I take an anxiety medication, high blood pressure medication, and well, guys, I take 4. I take 2 high blood pressure medications, anxiety medication, and migraine medication whenever I get a cluster migraine, but I don't get those very often anymore.
Oh yeah, man. That's good, bro.
You know. Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah. Cheers to that, dude.
Hell yeah, salute. Fucking for real.
Much love, everybody in the stream hanging out. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Hopefully that joke comes through, because that's gonna be a big help for me. I need that win.
You'll get it this time, bro. I got you. I got faith in this one, bro.
I didn't even, like I was saying, I fucking said, okay, I'm done with it. I'm not gonna do it anymore. And then I got an email from a law firm saying that they were interested in my case and they felt like it should be, brought back up. So I was like, okay, whatever. All right, fine. So that's where I'm at right now.
Oh yeah. I had to get a lawyer myself to get it to get mine. Because, dude, I was homeless. We was homeless. My wife, my son, and my daughter and I, dude, was homeless while I was fighting for disability, dude.
It's just crazy, man.
And now I got a car. I've been working kind of good, and I can work by myself because I just drive Uber and DoorDash. You know what I mean?
And I don't understand. So listen, you heard me say I've been through the whole process, been denied, went up through the appeals where I talked to the judge several times. Well, I've had like I think it was twice where I've been before a judge twice already. Yes, I've been
Okay.
before a judge twice and denied. This will be the third time I come up before a judge. I think this is at the federal appeals level. Okay. Why would my lawyer tell me to call SSI and request the SSI interview? And now I have an SSI interview coming up next month. What's going on? Is this like or am I going backwards or something? Are they getting ready to like? I try to do research on it, but I don't understand what's going on. Why they're gonna have me do a SSI interview next month when I've already been through all of this, process with them. Would you happen to know anything about that or no?
I'm not sure why they do that.
Could that be a good thing?
I'm thinking like, I think before I went before the judge, I had to, I met with them on the phone because it was right during COVID.
Yeah.
And I had to answer like, fuck, dude, it took like a fucking hour and a half, almost 2 hours, dude, on the phone, just answering question after question after question to him. Dude.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to be doing is asking a bunch of questions about, work and stuff like that and the limitations and whatnot. I don't know,
Kind of
but
a good sign then, because
like, yeah, this is a pretty good sign. I'd say to myself as well, but
yeah.
like you want to, you just, I mean, I can see it in you. It's not like I'm trying to get you to say the right thing, but you got to say the right thing. You know what I mean? Like when I told the judge, I was like, look, it's not that I don't want to be at work. It's I shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
And it's not for it's for the safety of everybody the fuck around me. I'm bipolar. I fucking have extreme anxiety. I'm antisocial. I got fucking chronic clinical depression. I fucking
Yeah. It's the truth, dude.
I have these blackout moments. I hear fucking voices in my head 24 hours a fucking day, Your Honor. I wouldn't want to be to work next to somebody like me.
Right.
better off just alone.
I'm better off if you, Your Honor, if there's a job out there that you can put me where I don't have a boss, I don't have nobody breathing over my neck, I don't have to deal with the public, I don't have to report to anybody. I can just go do my own motherfucking thing. By all means, point me in the direction of that job and I'll go do it.
They always come up with a janitor job. They always have that person who's back there that goes and looks on the fucking computer. You know, the one that's there that gets on the computer that they have there, and he always finds the job that you can work. They always find the one that fits me, and it's being a fucking janitor. Like, what the fuck, dude? You think, like, come on, bro, seriously?
Well, it would kind of make sense, but for you like, I can't be around people like that. Like, you're still gonna have to have contact with people being a janitor.
Yeah, you're still gonna have to have contact with people being a janitor, yo.
And a boss. And so
and a boss.
Gonna be able to tell you what you can and cannot do, and
right. And then being a janitor, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole anyway. So already psychologically, my head is gonna be fucked up. Like, who the fuck are you talking to? Like this, bitch.
And if you want to know my honest opinion, motherfucking opinion, this was just pointed out to me. I heard this on a radio station the other day. Do you know who deserves the biggest thanks when it comes to our children's education? The fucking janitors.
The janitors, bro.
The janitors, bro. You think those schools just magically stay just fucking sparkling clean so your kids don't go in there and they get all fucking infested with all this fucking garbage and sickness and disease and shit that kids fucking carry around with them all day long?
Right.
Yeah.
Real though.
When your kid fucking barfs all over the fucking playground and all over the fucking teacher's fucking classroom and all over her desk and piss all over the toilet seat, who do you think goes in there and cleans that up so your little Tommy and your little Sally can go in there and take a clean dump on a fucking clean toilet seat? Who do you
Right.
think? Those are the motherfucking heroes. The fucking janitors, bro. Not even for schools. This is a shout out to all fucking janitors. I'm being dead serious. To all fucking janitors in the world, dude. You guys are the heroes, because all you rich fucks that go into your fucking multi-million-dollar corporations and your buildings and shit, and your desk is all nice and clean and perfectly tidy, and there ain't a piece of paper on the fucking floor, not a smudge on your fucking rich bitch windows. Guess what?
Right.
You have somebody to thank for that. Your fucking janitor, buddy.
Yeah.
Them are the real
bro.
motherfucking heroes right there. So
say that again, bro.
fucking get your broom and sweep that shit up in your dustpan and
Get
get
your
the
room and
fuck
sweep
out of here
that
with
shit
that
up with your
shit.
dustpan. Tell him
You know what I
again,
mean?
bro. Tell him again,
mean
man.
it.
Say it louder for those in the back.
Fuck. So get that fucking sweep that up in your dustpan and fucking get that shit out of here. We ain't about that shit no more. Shout out to all the janitors in the world, right there.
Right? Shout out to all the janitors in the world, bro.
Hell yeah. G2K got you guys, man.
Yeah. Must
We
let everybody
cleaning
still
up
hanging
one
out the
fucking sweep
stream.
at a time.
For real, broski.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. That's life, bro. One day at a time,
Yep.
homie. We got this. We got this,
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. And when I don't, I know I got people I can lean on when I need to.
Yeah, man.
You know, we don't have even though we die alone and we go on a journey alone after this. We don't have to go through this journey alone.
True that. True
You know what I mean?
that.
Like you know why I like you so much? It's probably because I'll never meet you face to face. You know that? You know what I mean?
Much love, broski.
You know what I mean? Like for real. Like, hey, I feel comfortable, bro. So you know, I don't do good with people in person, man.
I know. I'm the same way.
Hell yeah. That's why this works this way. Yeah, what are you smoking on?
Yeah, man. So I went to like my first foster home. My mom had me when she was 14. I got taken away from her when I was 2. And I went to foster home, group home. Broke out of that group home. Well, ran away from it, and then they ended up fucking taking me back to my mom. And basically, the social worker begged her to take me for a couple of days until they could find me somewhere else to stay. She reluctantly fucking took me, that bitch. And then fucking I went back into like after that, I think I went into Cumberland Hospital. It's a children's hospital. And I was like, no. I went to Dorothea Dix. Yeah, they sent me to Dorothea Dix psychiatric hospital. It gave me I remember electroshock therapy around that time, some shit going on there. And then they sent me to Cumberland Hospital in Fayetteville, North Carolina, to the children's hospital there. And I stayed there for like, good God, like a year and some change. And then I went from there into the Willie M group home system. And I was like 9 when I went there. 9 or 10, something like that, when I went to the William system, and I ended up staying in that motherfucker. That's where I stayed until I was like 17, and then I caught that fucking conspiracy to attempted murder and the 2 counts of attempted murder and assembling weapons of mass destruction for trying to kill the fucking staff members at the group home who were beating us. Yeah, so I saw MacGyver when he wired up the brake light to the gas tank. So when the bad guy stepped on that bitch, it blew up. And me and my buddy at the group home co-conspired to fucking do it. So I went out and goddamn set it up and did the shit. I took the brake light off and put speaker wire on the fucking light, and then plugged the light back in, and then put the light bulb cover back on, and then ran it up under the van into the gas tank. And then when the motherfuckers went to go get gas the next morning, they saw that shit there, and motherfuckers, they found out who did it, which was me, because fucking Brad snitched on me. And yeah, I ended up going to jail, and then ended up getting motherfucking house arrest for it originally. But because I didn't have a house to get house arrest, because I grew up in the group home system and foster care system, so the fucking place I got sent from, I couldn't go back there because I got sent from that bitch for trying to kill the motherfuckers. So they went back on my motherfucking house arrest shit and sent me to prison, dog. So it's like, fuck. And then that started my whole recidivism shit, going to prison 3 times, homelessness and all that. So, yeah, bro. It's pretty rough, dog.
Yeah, no. Like, I've never been.
But I'll be all right.
I've never been to prison, but
I'll get through it, man. One of these
How that whole
days.
cycle of life works, man. For sure.
Either I get through it or I end up fucking killing myself getting through it. Trying to, anyway.
No.
Yeah.
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 All I
I
know
try to
is
stay positive, bro.
that's what I was just gonna say. All I know is you just gotta, just gotta stay fucking positive, man. You know, like,
or reach out to somebody, reach out to
yeah,
somebody. There's always someone to reach out
yeah.
to.
Oh, yeah, dude. Like for real, man. You ever fucking start getting down and shit, dude. You know, I'm always here, bro. All you gotta do is reach out, bro. I'll fucking talk to you anytime, bro. Privately, whenever, whatever, bro. Even if you just need somebody to fucking, you just need somebody to yell at for a little bit, bro. I'll let you yell at me, bro. Not a problem, man.
Yeah. Cheers, broski.
I mean it. So just remember that, dude. Just because we feel like we're alone, don't mean we got to go through this life alone, bro. That's
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Windshield wipers got frozen.
Even though I prefer being more of a loner type of person myself, but
yeah,
you know, we all need people
Same.
in our lives, dude. You know.
Yeah.
All right, broski.
So,
oh yeah, man. I appreciate you letting me come up, man, for a little bit.
Fuck, anytime, man. Anytime, bro. You know you're always welcome over here. I appreciate you taking time out of your own personal life and giving it to me for a few minutes, man. I really do. I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, broski.
Man. So I knew we'd make it. I knew we'd make it happen one day, bro.
Oh, there's a lot more to like talk about. Like, there's a lot more into it. Like there was a lot of trauma that came along. Like with the little times where I actually got to be with my mom, there was a lot of fucking fucked up shit that she did.
Yeah.
She's out on bail. She's out on bail right now for killing her second husband. Yeah. My freaking stepdad's like my three brothers, they got the same dad. My dad, I don't know where he is. Yeah, that's like whatever. But my three younger brothers, my half brothers, they got the same dad. And he let her move back in with him, my stepdad, because my baby brother ended up using a lot of his money, like $9,000 to bail my mama out whenever she did that fucking shit. So she moved in with my stepdad to save up so she can pay my brother back. But they're saying that they feel like she ain't even gonna go to motherfucking court, bro, for this shit. She's probably gonna motherfucking kill herself. You know what I mean? She's been saying that shit, like been putting it out there. She ain't going to prison for this. She's gonna fucking kill herself. That they fucking try to send her and all that. So, and it's fucking crazy because, you know, bro, through everything that I went through in my life with her, you know, I forgive her, but it's like, you know, you told me several times when I was locked up, you know, when I was doing all the fucking shit that I did. Oh, you made your bed, now you got to sleep in it type shit. You know what I mean? She only sent me like money one time when I was locked up, like $20 one time, and then never did anything for me ever again. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And then when I get older, like about 4 or 5, you know, maybe about 7 years ago, I got in contact with her to try to work shit out. And she told me, you need to accept responsibility for what you did and how you acted when you were younger. And I was like, what do you mean, mama? And she was like, well, when you were like 3 or 4, I tried to come get you back, but all you did was act up and throw a temper tantrum. And I was like, where was I at then? And she was like, you was with Mr. and Mrs. Mitchell. I was like, Vicky Mitchell? Yeah, she was like, yeah. And I was like, well, I was probably acting out because I didn't want to come back to you because they were treating me a lot better than what you were. You know what I mean? Is what I said. And it was like, she was like, you know, well, you need to set responsibility for that and blah, 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 blah. She's like, I'm going to disown you and all this shit. And It was like, fuck, bro. You aren't supposed to be a Christian, you know, supposed to be motherfucking speaking in tongues and shit like that. You know what I mean? I remember times when I would come home, dog, like for a little interments when they couldn't find nowhere to put me. So the Department of Social Services would have me go with her until they could find somewhere to put me. And this motherfucking bitch would be goddamn getting holy oil and putting it on my head, speaking in tongues, talking about she casting out demons and shit, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Beating me with switches and shit, like all kinds of fucked up shit my mama would do, bro. And then telling me I need to accept responsibility for the way I acted when I was a child. You know what I mean? It's like, how do you fucking, I know the Bible says you're supposed to honor your mother and your father, bro, but how are you fucking supposed to honor your mother whenever she put you through all that goddamn shit? And then even though you try to let it be that she, okay, yeah, she had me when she was 14. She was young as fuck. You know, I'll let that slide. But bitch, how you gonna fucking still treat me the same goddamn way when I'm your firstborn child, even in my goddamn 30s or in my 40s? Like I went home to visit my family over the holidays and she didn't say shit to me. She ain't look at me. She ain't even talk to me. When she came over to my grandma's house to pick up my baby brother, she didn't even get out the car and come in the house. You know what I'm saying? And I still did a 1-up. Before I left a little letter up under her door because she locks her room in the trailer, you know, because she says the motherfuckers are stealing from her. So she locked her room in the trailer. But I slipped a little letter up under her door saying, "Mom, I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me." And this bitch still ain't motherfucking, you know, did nothing. That's like, how are you supposed to get over that? How you expect anyone to ever motherfucking care about you when your own motherfucking mama don't even give a fuck about you? The bitch that gave birth to you, that fucking pushed you out of her fucking pussy. You understand? That goes through my fucking head. The voices tell me that shit all the fucking time. How am I ever supposed to be worthy or something? How am I ever supposed to be any fucking thing when that fucking bitch don't even give a shit about me? You know what I mean? That shit eats me, dog.
Yeah, no, I see that. I see that. Just know I don't have, you know what I mean? Like, I only see you one way, bro. I see you as my bipolar brother, man. All that shit. That ain't who I see, man. You're good in my book, bro. You're good in my book, man. You know what I mean? I'll always be here for you to have a fucking shoulder to lean on when you need one, bro. 100%, man.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. That's what's up, dude.
I mean that shit, dude. Like I said, if you just need somebody to yell at for a bit, bro, just give me a holler, bro. I'll let you yell at me, man.
Keep going every day.
Yeah, man, just got to keep going, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Keep going, bro.
like killing yourself
on
is never
keeping on.
killing yourself is never the answer, man. I just had another cousin of mine. Well, my second cousin of mine just hung himself 2 weeks ago. It's, you know what I mean? Like, that's fucked up, man. Just know this, man. Out of anybody who you may have ever heard this from before, dude, if you weren't here tomorrow, I would miss you.
I appreciate that, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean that, man. If you weren't here tomorrow, I would miss you. Know that for fucking real, dude.
Appreciate that, broski.
Hey, man. Just try to keep it real as I can, you know what I mean? I usually try not to waste my breath on stupid shit, so it's like I'm gonna say something that I'm gonna mean what I say, you know what I mean? So everybody needs to know what everybody needs. Like I told my wife this
Everybody
exact.
needs to know that.
I told my wife this. I told my wife this almost 20 years ago, dude. Almost that exact same thing, dude. I was like, you know what? Regardless of whether this goes in a relationship between you and I want you to know that I'll always be here for you, no matter what. Because everybody needs to know what that's like in their life to have somebody that they can count on that doesn't have any other expectations but to be there for them, dude. And I told her that. I told my wife that over almost 20 years ago, dude. And here we are still together today. You know what I mean? And if we were to go our own way right now, I'd still be there for her in 10 years from now.
have separated a few times too.
You know what I mean? So
Cheers to that, brother.
hell yeah, man. Yeah, dude.
That's love it, broski. Man, get one more rip skin, man. It's good talking to you, man. Hell
You
yeah,
too, bro. You too. You too. I always enjoy talking to you, man. Even though it's only been for a few minutes here and there here lately, but I've been fucking had a couple deaths in the family, and one of my friends passed away and shit, and it's been hectic. This last month and a half has been hectic as fuck.
Yeah.
So, but I think things are on the mellower side now, starting to slow down a little bit, maybe. So
I'm gonna get up out of here, brother.
hell yeah, man.
Appreciate you staying in. I know he's getting ready to end it. Much
Coming
love to you, broski.
Much love, brother.
Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for
Much
coming
love
up.
to you,
You know, you're always
lady.
welcome here, my bipolar brother.
Yeah, man.
That's my mama. That's my mom.
yeah,
Oh, lady, oh, that's
yeah. That's
yeah.
Mom Dukes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, bro. I love you guys,
This
man. I'll see you on the next one, okay?
Look at you, brother. Sounds good, man.
Peace out, guys. Appreciate you, man.
Later. Always, bro. Well, that was cool that he caught that he caught me when he did.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's Toker's Den. That's Lee. That's my bipolar brother. Yeah, that was cool. I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for giving me your time. I really appreciate it, man. I really do. Have a great night, day, afternoon, evening, morning, mid-afternoon, lunch break, whatever else you want to put in there. Have a good one, whatever it is for you. Later, you guys.